Put that in as well.
That's immediately demonetised me. Oh dear. So no way, Chloe's just eating her chocolate.
She's having a whisper.
Crunchy.
Oh, crunchy.
Crunchy whisper.
No, then JD.
And you are live.
Excellent. Audio. Is audio working?
I'll just quickly check one sec. I think some more people might be watching. So if anyone can hear us, can you please do and let us know if they can hear us properly, please?
I can hear you.
Quack quack.
Oh, lift music.
Doobie up crystal. Doobie up disco. That means that'll be me going live.
No, it's the adverts.
Oh, is it? Ah, there we go.
Audio works. Let me just turn it down one sec. I want to make sure it
Yeah,
works.
that's working.
That's working fine.
Excellent.
Steve Robbins, evening pal, I can hear you.
Hi Steve,
Hey,
good to hear from you.
Hi, Steve.
Yeah, we are good. If the audio does go off, have you got an AA battery?
Yes, I've got plenty of them.
Right, okay. There's a slim possibility that might happen. This is one thing I did forget to check. But
I may have one or two, Adam.
okay. Oh, yeah, that'll do.
It's only a few, mate.
Yeah, because that was running. Well, we was running 3 hours last time, weren't we? And I don't know how long it is. I think that's still the original battery when I got the
Well,
mic.
I'll keep an eye on the green light at the back when it goes off.
Yeah.
I'll just give you a...
Yeah, I think that's still the original battery when I got the mic, and I've had that a couple of years. I haven't used it much. So what it is, I've got an external mic plugged in. It's called Tacstar.
You can see the fluffy bit.
Yeah, you
right,
probably just see they don't come with the fluffy dead cat thing. You have to buy it separately. You have to get the right size as well.
What does that actually do? That?
Well,
Muffle it a bit.
yeah, well, if you're outdoors, the dead cat it mutes all the wind noise.
I see.
Yeah,
Like
so
a filter, really.
yeah, so in some point when I do use that with my other camera, because I haven't done it yet, it's that's what it does. But when I was looking around for a boom mic, at the time I couldn't afford a Rode, and I was looking for reviews online, and this Tacstar come up, and it actually come highly recommended, and it's you'd be hard pushed to notice the audio difference between that and a Rode. And that was like 30 quid. So there you go, little advert for Tacstar there.
Debbie Abs, can hear you all. Hope you're all. Emoji heart. And then underneath it, she corrected herself and went, hope you're well.
Yeah, good. Yeah, well, as could be expected. Been another bit of a testy week, but yeah, over the worst of it now, so to speak. Yeah, so we've got Gloria and Rudy with us tonight.
And we won't mention the tequila shots on Saturday.
What tequila shots?
That was good. I like
Oh,
that.
great.
An egg cup of tequila, actually.
An egg cup full of tequila.
Egg cup.
Was it
Yeah.
the salt, the tequila,
Then
and
the
then
lemon.
the lemon?
Yeah.
Not the other way around. Hence why the whole neighbourhood said, was everything alright? Because we heard you shout. Maybe.
Yes, we had a little bit of a soiree on Saturday night.
Soiree, the
That's-
word,
soiree.
soiree suggests class.
She was fantastic.
Yeah, I could be lying. It was a
It
soiree.
was the highlight of the evening.
It was the wife's birthday, so
Yeah.
we were celebrating in style.
Funny
Yeah.
for you.
It was Heather's birthday, Paul's wife. So yeah, we had a little shindig here. Everyone was, well, mostly everyone was rather merry.
Yeah.
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 If you can imagine Gloria from last time, plus 10, I suppose, which was
You,
quite
you, you,
hilarious.
you was quite fluid, shall we say.
Yeah, no,
Fluid.
right off the bat.
Yeah,
I've
intoxicated.
never heard such a convincing Doncaster accent in my life.
You're right, love.
Oh no, she's really good. I like
You're
it.
right.
So yeah, it was good. We could laugh with it, and we're going to do it again in a few weeks with a bit of luck. But yeah, welcome everybody. I'm going to have some content up this week. It will be back at Ramsgate Tunnels, but this time I'm crew. Anyone with a long memory, or if you want to go back through my videos, when I went to Ramsgate the first time, it was booked up under Ghost Hunter Tours, and at the time I was a guest. So this time I was crew, and with the last one, it was a very interesting evening. Unfortunately, my camera footage was rubbish because I forgot my big tripod. And at the end of that evening, there was a very emotional moment where we got the spirit of a lady who died during childbirth interacting with us. We were doing a human pendulum. Now, if you don't know what a human pendulum is, I'll very briefly explain. It would be me standing here, Rudy there, and then Gloria would act as the pendulum. The spirit would interact with Gloria.
You didn't hold her by her feet, did you?
No, we can do that, I
Can't.
suppose.
Swing her
It
around.
wouldn't last long. So Gloria would be the pendulum. Spirit would act through Gloria, and we'd ask, yes, no answers. So Rudy would be yes, and so I'd be no. So she'd then sway each way on the questions, and we got this lady come through, and it became apparent that she had died in childbirth.
Mm.
And I was tuning into this, and I could pick up the emotion from her. And then the woman was under the pendulum influence. She burst into tears. It was just a massive wave of emotion that came through.
I have to admit, I'm quite intrigued by that human pendulum. I'd
Yeah,
have to
we
see
just
that
haven't,
naturally.
we haven't seen it yet.
No, I haven't.
When we get out on the next Ghost Hunter tours, we'll try and do that because we haven't done it.
You can do it at the church on Saturday.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yes, yeah, we'll do that.
You ought to get the metal ring as well.
Yeah, I was looking up for metal
The
ring. I
metal
couldn't
ring
find it.
that's because
Do
you.
we need the real name of it though?
Yeah, could do
Yeah.
because I was looking for it the other day. 'Cause it was like when you mentioned it the other day, it was like it was fresh in my memory. So I'm looking for
I suppose you find it on Amazon, the metal ring thingy, do you?
a metal ring thingy. Oh, no, place up plenty of things which you might not want to look
Yes.
at.
No.
Metal ring thingy, and then it come up with all these. Oh no, that's not what I want.
No, we go no.
This one's a bit bigger. I mean,
Yes.
like hula hoop thing.
Yeah, you definitely feel the force of that one.
As long as it's not like Elton John's diamond encrusted one from David Beckham. No, it wasn't from Eminem. Sorry, Eminem.
Eminem.
Yeah, he sent him and his partner diamond
chocolate.
encrusted ones, didn't they?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Mm. No,
Oh, what about cutting the skin and wearing diamond encrusted one?
Oh, it's just too much info.
Yeah.
I saw on Graham Norton a few weeks ago.
But yeah, as I say, that's how the pendulum, and there was this massive wave of emotion, and I was picking up, and I just say to because the two guys that run the Ghost Hunter tours, got Andy and Gary, and I say to Andy, I didn't feel like I wanted to take over the event, but I said we need to help her because she cannot stay here. We need to help her move on. I just got that process going, and Andy and I managed to help her move on. But although the initial footage was crap, you do hear the audio. I had recorded it on GhostTube as well, and I had about 2 hours worth of footage, and I literally, when you're looking at a video edit, you've got the video clips, like the
Timeline, yeah.
celluloid film, the frames, and then underneath you've got the waveform.
Soundtrack.
You've got the waveform for the sound. So I was looking at 2 hours of this wave, and I thought, oh, am I really going to go for all this? Because you're sitting with headphones on, listening for anything.
Normally when I do that, when the waveform spikes like that, that's where I go to before it.
Yes,
gets
but
to see.
it doesn't with EVPs. This is the thing. The EVPs.
It's in the background. It's like like white noise, but you can just hear something.
Yeah. I mean, if everything's totally quiet, you may see a blip on the waveform scale, but yeah, because it was just. And I'm like, oh, but there was something telling me to go through it, and I was rewarded because right at the end, I actually got her voice, the spirit's voice that was coming through, and she said my name.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, remember,
Yeah.
because you heard it, didn't you? And she said Adam.
Adam.
And then I kept getting through the bathroom, and I said something. This happened in a bathroom, restroom thing, and you heard her say, "Oh God, did it?" Like not as in, "Oh God, did it to her." It was like, if
Yeah,
you're in a
how
lot
God
of pain,
did that happen?
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get your foot thrown over? And you're like, "Oh God, did it?" Yeah. So it was in that reference, but yeah, I went through 2 hours of footage just to get this little clip, but it was so worth it, and the audio was so clear with her. And she had such a lovely voice. But yeah, so that was the first time we went to Ramsgate Tunnel. Now, this time we went back, I was crew, and I didn't remember my tripod this time. And we run the Estes. On the camera alone, I was just catching loads of orbs. There were mental orbs coming through there. But with the first Estes bit, the spirit was interacting with a girl, and I was playing some trigger music, like 1940s, like, you know, sort of 1940s music. Cause
Yeah, like you did at the bombing, you
that's
played.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
And the spirit actually asked for that girl to play the music again, because I turned it off.
She probably liked it.
Yeah, he did. Because he literally said, play, it was something like play music. So I was like, do you want me to switch the music back on? I went, yes. So I put the music back on, and he wanted to dance, but we couldn't ask the girl, because obviously she's under the thing, but her mum was standing there. So I said to Mum, can he have permission to dance with your daughter? And she went, yes. And then you just see her swaying. So it was, again, it was a very different experience with Ramsgate Tunnels, but you'll see that on Wednesday. I remember, yeah, I'm going to upload it tomorrow. Ready.
Two things. Going back to the human pendulum. So I take it you're using, if it was you and Rudy, so I take it you're using your energy and Rudy's energy to actually create a field between with someone in the middle.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
So how does it work with the yes and no then? So.
Well, what we'd say is, what we'd say to Spirit, right? You can use me for yes, Rudy for no. The Spirit's acting for Gloria, and
would she reach out like that?
No, she'd sway.
Right. Okay.
So,
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. For yes, sway to Rudy for no. And we've done we've done the last couple of Ghost Hunter events, but we have done it quite a few times. So there's probably something to remember when we do it next time.
And the second thing, I'm going to buy you a little pocket book with a little special one for Christmas, so you can write a checklist of all the things you need to take: camera, tripod, clamp, batteries. I am going to do that for you.
Yeah.
And you want to make sure you test your camera to see if it's recording.
I'm going to get you one of them, but a smaller version.
Okay.
Obviously, you can't fit that in your pocket.
No.
But I'm getting a smaller one of them, like what is it, A7, whatever it is, A.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll get you a small one of them, and you can
So
write a little
front of
checklist down and go through. Right, I've got that. Yep.
Yeah, because I've just bought a smaller.
Because you keep
speaker.
forgetting things.
I know. I've just bought a smaller speaker.
Yeah.
So I've got more room in the box to put everything, to try and condense it down a bit. That was quite good. It's got a wireless charger on it as well.
Ricky Harrison, hi, Adam. Any chance of a reading?
Oh, I haven't got my cards with me.
You can borrow mine if you want.
I can give them a go.
Yeah.
Do you want to do the reading there?
Yeah, why not?
Smooth with chocolates. But let's not put them near Rudy.
Well, no, I'll be tempted. I'll let them.
Yeah, they're Rider White and they're
A terror.
Yeah,
okay.
unfolding
Right,
bar,
I'm going to
yeah.
go with the unfolding bar.
they're nice.
No, I haven't
I've got me on a few of those bacon crisps actually.
Right, now I've got no idea how this card's work, because it's how glorious. But
Do us give it a 12.
I'm done.
Give us a 12.
give us a 12. Right.
No, I mean, give us a 12. I'm joking. Got it.
Oh.
Thank you.
What a shot. Sorry, he wanted a 12. So.
I said to Rudy, give us a 12.
You're looking for another one? It's right there.
It's all right, I'll have to just. Yeah, thanks.
Alright. Nothing's falling there, so.
Sarah Jane Hamilton. The memory problems is an age thing.
There we go. What's that?
I can vouch for that.
Sarah Jane Hamilton. The memory problem is
Hello,
an
Sarah
age thing.
Jane. Right, so.
Are you saying that Adam's getting old? Adam's not getting old.
Oh, this is interesting. Justice card. Okay.
Just this once.
Yeah, I'm just getting a quick thing. You've had something happen that you do feel is an injustice, but I've got just this thing that is going to right itself. That's what I'm feeling with this. You felt like you've been wronged in some way. but what I'm getting is it will sort itself out. You just feel wronged at the moment. That's just what I'm picking up off of that. So I don't know if that means anything to you, but it's just how I'm picking up on this card. I don't know what you think, Laura.
But it also could mean a legal situation as well.
Yeah,
Couldn't it?
yeah.
Oh,
That's just
that's
what's come out.
Oh, yeah.
But it just what came to me is it felt like something wrong that's happened, but I think it's going to. It will right itself, if that makes sense.
The facts will become, yeah. So the truth will come out.
Yeah.
May not be immediately, but yeah, definitely. Can't tell you what's about though, without the cards.
No, I only had the one come out. Dash, you'll take another one, see if that goes anywhere.
Ask them to confirm it.
Interesting.
So this is Empress. Ooh.
Yeah.
Looks
An
like
empress
I've
with
got some-
justice.
Sorry?
An empress with justice.
The Empress is all about abundance, gaining things, positive outcomes. It's also about fertility and harvest, and getting the fruits of your labour. So
Could it mean
I have to assume, being that these two cards are together, that either this person has done a lot of work to get justice, or they still have some work to do, but that the result will be in their favour.
when you were saying that, when you said about the empress, I got this really weird thought in my head, and it was like, can I say something, John? I've got like a very sort of feminine
Yeah,
person
absolutely. Yeah, it's
It's
feminine,
a very-
female
very
energy, isn't it?
feminine.
with a justice
The
card.
divine feminine.
Yes,
Yeah.
divine, a very strong female with a justice. It kind of felt like to me that she's very strong-minded. Does that make sense? That's only what come to me.
Mm.
I don't know any. Just I trust my feelings now, and that's what came in my head. It
Yeah.
was a very strong, very strong-minded woman that was into doing the right thing.
Yeah.
That's
it,
what I got.
It'll affect in a positive way, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
It's about abundance and gaining. Yeah.
so
I
there
hope
you
that
go.
helps, Rick.
Yeah. Yeah. That's of use to you. I forgot about my cards. There's nothing else. I forgot my cards. So they're quite nice, those ones.
They're lovely.
And Sarah Jane Hamilton, after her memory problems is an age thing, she said, "Hello, I'm not confirming or denying."
I thought that to be true, but I didn't want to say anything.
Age catches up with us all.
It does indeed.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Who are you anyway?
I don't know. I thought I did, but I woke up this morning. Oh, that was a long story. So I was booked off the day's work, and I got rotated on. So I had to go down to the office very quickly and remind them. But I still helped out in the morning because I had such an early. I had a very early job on my worksheet, which couldn't have been sorted out, so I wouldn't have done it quickly.
Did talking about that? Did you saw the video? Was that? Did you have a look at that yet? 'Cause you lost your video of that particular evening, didn't you?
So,
Oh, that was from Guildhall.
Yeah.
The video that you.
No, the video. I mean, from the tunnels, the smugglers' tunnels in
Oh,
Hastings,
Hastings. Yeah, we've done it.
yeah.
didn't you give him the video the other day?
I put it on a pen drive.
Oh, yeah, no, because
because his camera never.
Picked out, yeah.
No,
You lost-
the pen,
Oh,
the
which one did
stuff
you
that
lose?
smoke, it's the stuff from Guildhall.
Oh, Guildhall, yeah. And I
Yeah.
recorded stuff in Guildhall.
Yeah, that's the stuff I haven't
Sorry.
got.
Yeah.
I need to put your memory stick back.
No,
to
no.
that.
Gloria.
Do that when you're ready.
Yeah.
I'm not in a rush for it. You know?
Yeah, but we had last. I think I mentioned it on last week's vlog. We went to Guildhall in Sandwich, and it was a Ghost Hunter Pro night, and it's quite different to how a normal Ghost Hunter night went, in that it's a lot more fluid. Now, everyone here has now been on a ghost hunter night. It's quite sort of structured. You say if you've got 6 crew members and there's 3 rooms, you'd have 2 crew members per room. And if you've got 21 guests coming, we'll split them down into 7 people per group, and then one group will be at top room, one in the middle, one in the bottom, and then after an hour, the crew members would swap to a different room, and then the guests would swap around as well. So everyone gets a different experience with different types of paranormal communication and interaction with different parts of the building. So that's kind of how the ghost hunter night works. It's quite structured. You'd have an hour in each room, and then have a break, and then do your last bit. With the pro night, that was much more fluid in that everyone just went into one room, which at the Guildhall, you had like a courtroom at the bottom, and then we had the mayor's chamber and the council room at the top where we were, and that was to start with, and everyone went in there with about a dozen gadgets and was doing some call outs and things and getting interaction. We had EMF meters going off in unison, and then was getting on to picking up on a sort of witches vibe. And I was picking up the same thing that Kathy was with my left shoulder. And Kathy, she was, if you go back to King's Hall, Kathy was the medium that was on King's Hall. And she was picking up on the mother and daughter. And that the daughter was like put to death because her mother was a witch, so they tried and put her to death on the account of, well, because her mum's a witch, she must be. It's a bit of a crappy thing to do. I sort of pointed out in the, like, well, I sort of point out, I said my experience in where I've gone into areas where it's synonymous with witches, that's not the term they'd like to get called by. They were healers, they were just misunderstood. And obviously taken to be witches and tried to death and what have you.
Again, it's more of a Matthew Hopkins kind of.
Yeah, it was very much like that, wasn't it? Yeah.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, the Matthew Hopkins Witchfinder General is very much like that, what we got in now.
I've got a couple of comments here. Rick Harrison said, "Sorry, Adam, I don't understand any of that, of what you explained about his reading."
Okay, that's just what I got off the card. It just felt like something, it just seemed like something to me might have happened to you that you felt like you've been wronged in some way, but it will right itself.
But could that be something yet to come?
It could be, yeah. Yeah, that could well be if you feel like something doesn't.
Keep it in mind, Rick.
Justice can also be about balance. So if something feels out of balance, it could be that, but that will also be matched with the Empress, which means the balance comes as part of being abundant and gaining. Maybe you need to start manifesting.
And Sarah Jane Hamilton said, "Adam, could you try a card for me, or do you think I'm too emotional today?"
I can certainly give you. Yeah, I can certainly try.
Yeah, that definitely says, "Or do you think I'm too emotional today?"
I think you'd be able to take. Yeah, I think you'd be able to take.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, my mistake. Yeah, I was reading. I do apologise, Sarah. Penny just dropped with me.
Oh Jesus!
That's not one card. That's about
No,
four.
I only wanted one.
I'll just keep shuffling them.
Okay.
Maybe Spirit wanted you to actually have those 4.
How many was it?
4.
First 4.
Oh, you can reach 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So is that one? That one.
And that top one, yeah.
So we got what's that?
The Emperor.
So we've got the Emperor this time. Page 7. That's my favourite number. 7. And 6.
Oh, it's never
About the
quiet.
7 swords. Yeah.
sevens are decisions.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
kind of doing card, isn't it? Kind of active card.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's choices.
Choices.
Okay. So that right. So we've got this one, which is
Lesser arcana.
yeah sevens, which is basically there's choices to be made. Should have got more cards.
Well, they do. I suppose you'll have a more of a connection if they're linked to you, wouldn't they? Really.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've got one or two in the other, mate, but that's for next year. So we've got the Emperor, which is that the same as the Empress, but with a
It's the divine masculine.
yeah,
it's,
but it's
Male
on the,
version.
yeah. So you're going to have a
The macho version.
yeah. So I'm kind of thinking there's choices to be made, but it will be over something male, possibly, which is that one there. And then
Sarah
we've got-
Jane Houghton says spot on.
Yeah. Okay. I mean the page and the sixth and the sixth there.
What's that?
I mean that looks like a
Page of Wands. That's about creativity and action,
okay.
enthusiasm,
So
artistic ability, spiritual growth.
yeah.
Is that
So
Pentacles, that in one?
Yes, it is.
so that again feels to me it feels like it's connected. It is connected with these. It's going
It's
to
something new. This
Yeah.
is about starting on like a new path, not like the fall, so not like a brand new chapter. It could be something that's been in the offing for a while or in the making for a while. But pages are generally the beginning of a learning thing. But this is about intuition now.
so
and
there's
spiritual growth.
something new.
On something on the you just said, Gloria, something's springing to mind that 6 at the end there is either saying it was 6 weeks ago or 6 weeks time, but it's a date. It could have been June or something on the 6th, something to do with what you just said.
Could be, but sixes are about little triumphs and
Yes.
positive
Pentacles,
events.
financial.
Then that what just popped into my mind.
Yeah.
I was just sitting there, I emptied my mind, listened to what you were saying, and so it just went June or
It
6
could well
weeks,
be,
something
yeah,
like that. You know,
absolutely.
a date.
But in terms of what the card means,
Yeah.
it's about having enough to be able to share.
This
It doesn't necessarily
yeah,
mean your
I can see.
monetary wealth.
No.
It could
No.
be your knowledge, it could be your love, it could be your time.
Yes,
Um,
or abundance don't always.
there's abundance in a way that enables.
Well, abundance
to
don't only
share
mean
with
finance,
others.
does
Yeah.
it?
It
It
could
means
just be
love,
listening ear.
comfort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
And she should be, or she is, taking what she needs and just starting to let go of things that no longer serve her. And if she isn't, that's what she needs to be doing.
Was that okay for you, Sarah?
Sorry, I interrupted there. didn't I?
that's all right.
Okay. There's definitely a strong male in her life there.
Mm.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Okay. Right. What's that?
Stop eating chocolate, we can end this chocolate.
That's
Except-
not all that's left, is it?
except-
No, that's the
Oh,
girls.
oh,
Except the male part.
Except the male
Everyone's
part.
spot on except the male part.
Okay.
It could be her energy then that is like the emperor, very very strong, very accomplished, well respected. So whether it's in her job or in another area, like people will listen to her and quite often defer to her greater knowledge in some way.
So could it mean that the divine masculine that you're mentioning could actually mean it's the masculinity of her
Not
Could
necessarily.
be a fatherly.
or fatherly? Yeah. I mean, I was
Yeah,
thinking more of
Could be
It
a
doesn't necessarily have to be like a boyfriend. or
if it's
husband.
work related, I
Fatherly
would say it
things.
would be something to do with a male dominant area, maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
It either
I don't know.
represents her energy, which is confident and accomplished, or it's someone in her life who's confident and accomplished, maybe someone she looks up to, but not necessarily a partner. Not necessarily even in her age range. It could be a different generation.
Good.
So yeah. Yeah. So it's going back to the yeah. That's all I said. So
Shouldn't have, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
it's warm in here.
Yeah, it's one.
I'll turn that
It's quite nice,
fire. I'll
actually.
turn that fire off actually.
Fire.
Heater. Because the air conditioning ain't working, I've got to repair next week. So
What steps would you make if there's a fire? Big ones.
yes, that way.
Yeah.
Where it says, "Do not run towards the fire." Am I stupid? Am I stupid?
So yeah, just go.
That
go.
makes sense.
Okay, all right. Good.
So, your boat. You was talking about your boat on Saturday. Are you? Have you made a decision yet on your new form of transport?
Yeah, I think what I'll do is because Friday. If they're still on the eBay, then I'll drop them a message because they've been on there for quite a while. So
Which one you got your heart on? The red one or the other one, the white one?
I like the. I think the white one. I've got more of a chance of getting it in my car.
But the thing is, if you had a trailer at the back, that'd match your red 9.3. And that'd look stylish going down the road in a red boat with a red cart.
That's quite true, but I need to fit a tow bar. And I've got enough.
£80 at Halfords to fit a tow bar, isn't it? So,
What? Really?
something like, we had one fit, Chrysler didn't have one, we had one fit on a Chrysler.
Well, from Halfords.
I think it was Halfords or one of the garages done it, and I think it's about 85 quid.
Okay. I've got other things to worry about on my 9.3. I've still got.
Okay, yeah.
I've still got the engine management light coming on, despite having the wastegate done, the core packs, now the new turbo.
Do you want to buy my OBD meter again to check it?
I've got my Tech 2.
Oh,
Have
you've got
you,
to check
Yeah.
have you got one that check my Audi?
it. OBD, this one's 1 and 2, so I do both of them.
Yeah,
Or-
I've got an OBD. I've even got the Audi VAG.
If not, I'll let you buy that.
I've got one.
Which is a Bluetooth one, and all you got to do is download the app for
I've
it.
got one.
Have you got one, is it?
ZUS one.
'Cause I finally found it.
And
Last
the other one.
last week.
Yeah,
Please.
I've got
Yeah,
some.
I've got something like that, but I've paid out like 300 quid for a proper Saab.
Oh, you got Saab one,
Yeah,
is it?
so
Yeah,
I
that's
can
behind
do
it.
everything on that, including airbags.
Well, that's what I need. The proper computer.
But yeah,
I've got a handheld one which does all cars.
I've got that.
Yeah.
I've got the VAG for the Audi stuff. You know, obviously, but you need to pay to use the full program. Obviously, I get the basic diagnostics. You know, my car's running a bit lumpy at the moment. But, yeah. Anyway, but sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that the car stuff, I think I mentioned briefly last week in the recorded vlog, I have got another channel which I'm going to try and start at some point,
Yeah.
which is called Saabs and Cycles, because I've got Saabs and motorcycles. So,
What-
but
what
every
not-
boat,
Why not Saab, cycles and boats?
that's too long.
The reason why I'm asking about the boat is because I'm looking forward to going over to a couple of those faults over in the
Yeah.
the estuary and not the estuary, the Medway.
Yeah,
So I'm hoping that we can get a few of us together to go over there. That'd be really good, especially the old Gunner's Tower, the one on Medway.
yeah.
Everyone does, because I'd love to.
Oh,
film.
the gun. I mean, the one that's out in the estuary, you can walk to it when the tide's out.
Yeah.
Which is what we've already done. Just take wellies. Because yeah, Ricky and Tracy still like to take bits.
Is that the one with the ladder tied to the side? Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's good fun. That place.
That'd be a good house. That would.
It would be brilliant. Apparently, someone owns it, but
They've not done nothing to it in like 20
it's just been
years.
sitting there. But yeah, well, if I'll get that white one, it'll be a bit of a winter project because it needs a clean up. I think might need fiberglass in and possibly some punctures. But it's Hyperlon. It's
Well, if you need a
just
hand
get
with
the
that,
patches and glue.
yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. So be a winter project. Hopefully, I want to get my Evan route back. I'll have another outboard, so I can run 2 boats out to whatever. Yeah, so yeah, it will be Saabs and Cycles, be motor related. So everything I do motoring from idiot drivers to updates with my fleet will appear on there. And
I do like your cam footage, your dash cam footage on your bike of Southend's idiots, drivers.
Oh, it just
I love them.
beggars belief what I see. And do you know, the annoying thing is when now I've got my mobility car, I haven't got a dash cam in it because it looks like a lot more mucking around to put it in, so I haven't bothered. But I still see enough when I'm out on the bike and in the car. I just got my little head cam on. But yeah, so that will be a new channel. What I'll put all motoring stuff in. I hope to do other bits and pieces, not just with mine, but with general motor. You know, anything that comes up, bikes and cars. You know, the stupidity of new laws and
Oh.
You know, the evangelists, as Jeff and Lee like to call them.
So, moving forward,
Mm.
obviously you've had quite a bit on your plate this past few weeks. But moving forward, have you got any ideas of places that you want to go, or places you want to visit for paranormal, or just for exploration or anything like that?
We've got to go back to the place I did the live from Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
lepers place.
Yes.
Home for British lepers. I mean, gosh, it's difficult. There's a few places I want to go back to. This place like we call the Towers.
Mm-hmm.
Then Ramsgate Way. What else was there? I've got a few. I know I put them up on that list, but I can't remember what I put
You
on
said Ratton's and stuff as well, or something to do with that.
there. Yeah, we're going to look at going back with Rudy and Gloria. Hopefully,
I'll be
on
up
the page.
for it,
Yeah,
You don't mind?
we'll get down there and do that again.
Because you can use my RAV4 then, because it'll be easier to get down there.
Yeah. Well, what we generally do is just park up the road and walk down.
Oh, okay.
There's car parks just up the top. Yeah, we're going to look at doing that soon. Yeah, it's just hopefully getting everyone in the right place at the right time.
Will we be going back to the abandoned house?
I think that's
Do the mums.
Yes, yeah. I think we've
The
got
parents.
one more visit there. Yeah, the abandoned house. I spent last weekend, so where I've left stuff. Well, I had Friday off. This weekend I did actually sit on my computer and I've gone through all the videos. I've just literally dumped on my hard drive, and I've literally gone through them and gone, right, that's the second visit to the house, that's the third visit to the house, that's all the Ramsgate stuff, that's the Smuggler's Cave stuff, you know. So I've just been organising my files now, so I should be able to go into them now and do the edit. But the house stuff would be good. We've got one more visit back there because there is a second property on that site, which we can check out.
Parents' house.
Yeah, we've got to check the parents' house. It'll be interesting to see what comes through there.
Houghton House is supposed to be a good one as well.
Who?
It's called Houghton House. 'Cause when I was
I've heard of
when I
that.
was working with Haunted Earth, we've done quite a few places. Obviously, Rivenall, Airfield, the Nissen Huts. Houghton House is one of them. It's quite a derelict kind of building. Can't remember where it is.
It's Essex.
Huh?
Essex.
I can't remember, but I mean you can look it up on YouTube. That's quite easy enough. But I can't remember where it was exactly.
Okay.
It's a few years. It's like 10 years ago.
Yeah. So whether it's still been there. So the downside we've got in the UK, like unfortunately the US ones, well they seem to get into, you know, abandoned properties willy-nilly.
Which have been there 50 years. But
Yeah.
as soon as the property becomes abandoned, after about 2 years, it's knocked down and flat.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
I mean, in the UK, they generally don't hang around long. I think the only reason that property we've been in Malden is because there's no record of it. I mean, you've got, yeah, you've done a land registry on it.
Yeah,
Nothing.
It's not got a number, it's not got a name. It's
It's
just
not got a postcode.
It's just a bit of land that someone built a house on.
Yeah.
That someone owned and built a house on it.
Yeah. Is that bit of land separate to the rest of that field, or you know? Yes.
I tried to look it up and there's nothing on it.
No, it's, I mean, I did. You have, and there's nothing on this
anyway,
house.
maybe excuse me, maybe the locals know a bit, you know.
I haven't done a 192.com, you know, reverse search for phone
Yeah.
numbers and all that.
Mm.
Never been a phone there. Even there's a phone line there.
But
There's
yeah.
never been a
there
recorded
might
phone
well have
line.
been a phone there, but see, people are ex-directory as well. So.
Yeah. But going back to the 70s and 80s, they have a record of it and there was none there. So I don't know. Just something that I looked into because I thought if I could find a name there that matched like Harry or, you know,
Eric, yeah.
or Rose, or was it Rose?
Yeah, I think so.
Rose, yeah. If
Yeah.
I could find anyone with that sort of name, then at least I'm on the right track, but I couldn't find anything.
Strange.
And most people wasn't directory in the 70s and 80s, were they?
No, most people weren't. You'd be able to, but then 192 wasn't around in the 70s.
No, but the records
Far
were.
back. Yeah, but they won't be accessible on 192. You'd have to go to the archives.
Which you can do on there.
Oh,
I paid. I forgot how much I paid now. It's like £6 or something. I think it was to go through. I was looking for a number anyway, and
Yeah, but that was
it's very strange though. There's just nothing.
No.
like they were completely off grid.
It's more than a unitary council, or does it come under Essex?
I think it comes under Chelmsford and then Essex.
Okay.
That
But
sounds familiar, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, Chelmsford have a big records office. I know that. I've
Yeah,
taken
it might not be Chelmsford Council. It might come under Essex County Council.
Yeah, it's possible. But
Good luck going to their archive.
yeah.
Might ring them. Be interesting to find out if they've got any information about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're obliged to keep records that long now. Don't know.
Well, I mean, if it,
I should do for historical.
They should really, like birth tests, marriages and stuff like that. But to keep them for 100 years, aren't they?
It's been, yeah, don't think it's been 100 years since someone lived there.
No, definitely not.
Early 70s, late 70s, I'd say, maybe early 80s.
Might be even later than that, they just didn't update the place. Yeah.
as I say, the only little bit of giveaway is possibly that carpet upstairs, which looked like early 80s.
Yeah. Just looking at the electrics, I mean, the electrics are still red and black, and it's the meter in there was like pre-90s.
Was it Bakelite?
Yeah, it was all Bakelite. It was Bakelite switches in most rooms. It was Bakelite fuses. There was consumer unit. It was no consumer unit. It was Bakelite. So that would have been pre-80s.
Can I ask you a question?
Yep.
Have you got? I shouldn't ask you. I know. Have you got a portal in this room?
No, but I felt there might be one, but I don't.
No. Over there, I always see something happening over in that corner. So I reckon you've got a portal there.
Well, that's where that little girl's standing.
That's right.
Exactly.
And that's where that woman come from.
Exactly.
So
So
somewhere
I
over
think
here.
it's either that section is an opening, or a portal for spirit to come through. 'Cause
Just put my portal light on.
anyway, but sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, that's fine. Funny thing that a few weeks ago, before we went down holiday, I was sitting down here and I was just flicking through my phone, and I kept calling my eye, my peripheral vision. I kept seeing something over here. It was like movement over here, and literally 2 minutes ago, that's what I don't know if you've seen me do that with a can, because I kept hearing something going on the can like that, and I thinking. So I thought, oh, maybe the coke's bubbling in there, and I just poured it in there. So.
No, there's definitely something there because it's not. I don't trust it when it sort of shimmers or.
I don't think it's a negative portal, though. Do you think?
No. I mean, well, it's a portal. You know, anything comes through. But I don't trust it when it's sort of hanging there and not presenting itself. You know.
That was what. Do you remember that? That's what happened when I was standing there and I could feel my Mjolnir.
Yeah.
Like Mjolnir, and I said I can feel that.
Do you get anything over here? Just radar just switches on when something happens like that, you know. Or I've had a glass of JD, but it switches on. I switch on automatically when something's about. To be honest, you know. And round here it's quite. You know, I've had active. You know, as before, we've had activity, haven't we?
Well, many times already, I've been sitting in there, like, you know, watching videos and all that, and in here I'll always hear a sound like it's around this part round here.
It's
And
just
it's like taps like that, and I come in and there's nothing in here, and you sort of think, you get kind of get the feeling that something walks past my door. But I've kind of blocked it out because I'm thinking, well, if it ain't gonna come and make itself known, I'm not going to acknowledge it.
exactly.
If it ain't gonna come in there and go,
That's what I mean. It's really like small area, you know. Down at the bottom of that box there, and that's where
down here.
No, that other box. Yeah.
That's a run for the kids, but
Well, it's there, and yeah.
do you know what was there originally before this was built?
No.
That wall went on the entrance to an old Anderson shelter,
Oh.
which was an Anderson greenhouse. It went down
Yeah, steps.
and then went in. Yeah,
Steps.
yeah. But only down about 4 or 5 steps. Not far, because the greenhouse that used to be there had floor put into it, well, like gravel floor. But when I was digging it out and was pulling all the rods out, the metal, the aluminium thing, there was sheet going down, and you could see the steps.
Yeah.
So I'm focusing
that was around
on
about this area.
and I'm quite aware of that, and Yeah, that's when you were talking. I was sort of my mind just went back over there, and I thought, oh,
I don't know if you've seen me every so often. I keep looking down there
Yeah,
because I don't know why I look down there.
No, I'm kind of picturing it's like a little door, like you see.
that's it. Yeah.
I just picture. You know when you see some of them elven
Yeah, like a
doors.
little gnome thing.
That's
isn't
Oh,
it?
actually, no.
That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that.
Actually, this was the chicken coop. I'm just trying to work out how it was, but there was a door for the chickens to go in and out,
Yeah.
and it was a round. I'm just trying to think. I thought it was going that more that end, but it was a low door.
Yeah, I'm just. It's to me. I'm looking at like a. It is. It's like one of the little wooden doors you see that goes into a tree for elves.
Because when we had that young Amy,
that's the kind of
was it
thing I
Amy
see.
or Amy?
Emily.
Emmy. When she come through, she manifested here, didn't she?
Yeah.
So it would make perfect sense. She didn't come through that door. She
No.
come through here.
Well, there's definitely a conduit that probably goes all the way around into that room, but it's definitely there, and there's definitely an energy there, and I'm picking it up as we're talking. Yeah, and it's sort of not manifesting itself, but it's sort of listening, you know, and I'm aware of that there, and it's aware of us, whatever it is. But anyway, I thought that
Well,
made you aware.
considering how much energy there is in there with us in here.
Yeah, and us, obviously, all us, but the energy would just shoot up, you know.
Which is why we get guests come
Well,
through.
we're attracting, because the more the energy shoots up, the more light that attracts other inquisitive, say, visitors.
Which is why when you found Terry in here, he might come through that.
But anyway, I thought I'd make you
Maybe.
aware
I mean,
of that.
Terry was standing next to me over there.
But he could have come through that
He could
way.
have.
Yeah.
It's weird. I'm almost getting like fairies like.
But I didn't see where he came in.
I've seen
he
that
just
as well. I've
appeared.
seen
Yeah,
it. I'm not here, but I've seen that a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like-
But if you want to know the actual logistics of what's here, there's a sewer underneath this. There's a 3 metre sewer pipe underneath here.
She's sort of got running
It's
water.
not,
So
this is not on a ley line or anything, is it, this house?
no, most of there's pylons on ley lines. This
Is
is
it?
not really, or ley lines near it. We've got no pylons near us.
No
so it's
energy,
not.
kind of energy
No.
conduits here.
All the electricity is on the street.
No,
So
don't
the
need-
sewers only at the back here, so there's no other sort of ley lines or power ley lines around here at all.
I mean,
or any-
in way back.
I wouldn't know about way
before the
back, but
houses-
looking at the deeds for this
Before the
house,
houses were.
there was no ley lines
Yeah.
near it.
Oh yeah, well that's good. Because it's quite an amount of energy. Yeah, there, and it's. Anyway,
But is it a good energy or bad energy? What it's
I'm
sort
not
of-
sure yet. That's what I was wondering why it was. You know, shimmering and just hanging about there and not presenting itself. So, when something like that happens, I don't trust it, and I won't unless it comes out and presents itself. It says, "Yeah, I'm. You know, here I am." Da 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 da. I won't entertain it.
Well,
So
personally, I'd like to close it, but
close it. Yeah, shut it down. Just put a light barrier in front. You know, and that.
I'll have a word with you after you
Yeah,
finish and
sure.
we sort that out.
Sure.
Right, Rust the Beast. Now,
I love these. I love these gentlemen names. They're great.
Rust the Beast. I think I was molested by a ghost as a young child. Is it possible for it to happen like a succubus type thing?
Yes.
It happens. Yeah, it happens.
What's the incubus? Is that the female to male, or is the succubus male to female? I can't remember which one it is. Way around it is.
I don't know which way around they are. I think
no.
succubus is a male.
Male to female, and incubus is a
male.
male.
I thought it was a
Female.
But
female to male.
but, and this is only in my experience, and I can only speak in my experience, evil entities, attachments, succubi, incubi, all of those are a manifestation of someone's mental health at any particular point in time. So it could be that, I don't know anything about this guy, but he may have had some horrible experiences as a child, and his mind has blocked them out, and what he remembers is something different.
Is there
As in,
really,
are you talking about as in human to human?
Right.
Possibly, or maybe, or anything, you know, it doesn't even have to be that. But our minds have this way of, so when people have dreams about things, I was speaking to a woman the other day, she'd had a dream about her son jumping into a canal, and she jumped in after him and she couldn't get to him and all the water was everywhere, and she said, "Oh my God, does it mean he's going to die?" And I said, "No, she's had weeks and weeks of him being very defiant and really naughty, just going off and doing really risky things, and he's 11. And and this is what she worries about. She's worried about him hurting himself. So I said to her, our brains sift through every thought we've had in a day, everything we've done in a day, everything we've said in a day, and it just gets rid of everything we don't need. But she's absolutely convinced that this dream is a premonition, and I really don't believe that it is.
I think it's.
If we believe it is, we can manifest it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
As in a thoughtful.
I get the feeling with
Yeah.
cheers. I get the feeling it's more of her. It's like because he's been more defiant than that. It's
Yeah,
rather
so
like
she's been worried about it, and this is what her dreams are bringing out.
he's become a bit more distant to her.
No,
So
she's worried about him doing something stupid because he doesn't think.
Yeah, that's how she's feeling.
So her dream was about him.
Are you saying that about water though?
No, she was going. The dream had her walking along a canal path and him running around, and she went, "Just be careful of the water, because if you fall in the water, you can't. You can't swim." And then in her dream, he just went ha 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 and just ran straight into the water. She jumped in after him, and the horrific part was that she couldn't get to him. Like there was too much water, she just couldn't reach him.
Well, you're talking about water, right? Our youngest, the other day, come out with, our house is going to flood because it's raining too much. I keep dreaming about our house flooding because it's raining.
Yeah.
And he's got such a phobia now, not phobia, he's got such an interest in rain.
Yeah.
He comes, well, he was here, is it raining yet? Is it raining? But he actually had a dream the other night saying that he thinks the house is going to flood for too much rain. And I put his mind at rest.
It could be something he saw on telly, it could be something he saw in his games. Our minds are work things out in ways that we don't understand.
Vents all the information it takes in for the day, yeah. Right, Paul said hello with a spooky face.
Hello, how you doing, Paul?
Spooky face.
Spooky
Let's
emoji.
for a Coke.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bring it over.
I've got to get up.
Yes, you've got to get
Yeah, I'm sunk into the sofa, it's so hard.
Oh, Michael made into the sofa. That's nice.
Yes, please.
Would you like me to drink it for you?
I'd like to make some Coke.
Just going to go back to.
Do you want another drink, Adam? Sorry.
Make a soft drink, I think.
Would you like a Coke with ice as well?
Yeah, go on in.
Well, you drink all.
Oh no.
Oh, you're splashing out tonight, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, just going back what was talking about the Guildhall thing and the witches and that. Catherine said she picked up the woman and the daughter, didn't she? And we were getting cold spots in that room, and I felt coldness all around my legs. And it felt like that girl that it was the girl that come over to me, which is weird because I don't usually get children like come to me, let alone a young girl. And it just got the sense it was due to protection. Might be what I spoke out about, not being witches but healers.
Thank you.
And later on, when we went upstairs, she'd followed us up, and the situation there was she was talking to us for a glass, and it became apparent that she was stuck there. And cut a long story short, we helped her, basically helped her move on. But it was interesting because the other thing with the pro night, the guests that go to pro night, they're sort of more or less already doing ghost hunts themselves and will have equipment and so on. And when we got to that point where she said they asked if she was stuck, and she said yes. And I think it was the woman who's in that room where she said, "Cheers, mate. Where do we go from here?" Like I was like, well, at this point, I'll step in and get
Ball roll.
the ball rolling to help her move over, which we did. But that was certainly an experience. As I say, it was just unusual for me to have a child come towards me, because generally what we've seen, what we've experienced what I've experienced so far, is when children come through to us, they're generally lean towards like a female mother figure, which I think if ever actually did that, they'd go immediately towards her. So it was unusual for me to have a child come to me instead. But the overwhelming feeling from that was she was looking for protection. So it was quite an experience, that one. we've yeah, going back to sites, we're still yeah. So we got the faults in the island. Once I get the boat sorted out, we can go towards them. It's just annoying this year that got beset by problems.
But it gives you something to look forward to next year, doesn't it?
Well, this is it. Yeah, can all be ready to go for next year and maybe do a little overnight camping.
Well, I've got a 2-man, 4-man, and 8-man tent, so
Yeah. It's just finding a place to launch from because the place I launch from is the other side of the Medway. So you got further to go to the islands, but it was easy in the fact that the other side you've got marinas. And I don't know if you have to pay whatever to go and launch from or whatever. It's something I'll look into because from a distance point of view, it's easier to go from that side, which I think is Rochester. That's Rochester side.
Yeah.
Which is Chatham. Yeah, definitely. That was a lot of the reason why I got the boat this year is to go and explore places that you could not, you couldn't get to via any other means. Yeah, this time I'll leave the drone here, I think.
yeah, don't take that out in the Medway.
There's already one out there.
There's one floating around in there
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah, it's floating around somewhere.
Are you going back to, is it St Peter's Chapel in Bradwell?
Yeah, yes, yeah, they're saying that.
I
Yeah,
would like to go there. I like that St Peter's. I've been there before. No, it's really
I keep
good.
meaning to go and I just haven't been.
I like it.
Well, we'll look at the calendar and see what's up because I know I'm doing this Saturday, and then going to your thing afterwards.
Where we can be a human pendulum.
Yeah, we're going to do a human pendulum.
Yeah.
That's fun, that is.
That'd be interesting. Yeah. Why are you looking at me like that?
I just had a vision.
I don't need to know. I'll wear my fur coat, everyone will stroke it.
I had a vision of Rudy standing one side and standing the other side, and you go, and we all stand together.
As long as I don't fall over.
Oh, that one. The old Paul McCartney song.
Yes.
The old Paul McCartney song, you know, with the frog song.
Yes, I know.
Well, that's why we stand either side so you don't fall over.
Oh, so it's
If you have the amount of drink you had
Yeah.
Saturday night, oof, bloody hell, you would be falling over. Coat or no
I
coat,
don't remember drinking anything.
you know.
No, we don't either.
No, of course we
You're
don't.
right, look.
It was something like, can I have another one of them? Can I have another one of them?
I was not saying that. I brought my own. I just helped myself.
He helped herself.
I think it was pre 11:30 at night that you was like, can I have another one of them?
I didn't ask for anything.
You did.
I didn't.
I done you 2 drinks. I did.
No, you didn't. My JD was sitting on the little table out by all the soft drinks. I don't know who you're thinking of, but it wasn't me.
I done someone a JD. It
It
wasn't
wasn't
me.
me.
Might be Rudy.
He asked for some JD.
Yes, it was you, wasn't it? Yeah, sorry, mate. Yeah, it was you.
But you know, he does some. Because he was wearing a dress, it was very confusing for you.
What?
With the fur coat.
Oh,
Yeah.
fur coat.
Yeah. Everyone wants a bit of me first.
Well, I was in competition with someone from Doncaster, so I kind of won that one.
Everyone was in competition with someone.
I mean, he was absolutely
Hammered.
wasn't he?
I know.
Hammered and then
Oh.
snoring.
He loved those pictures.
I
Though.
was
He
in
really did.
fits. Couldn't believe it.
The expletives I got on the, is like, can't say it when you get
Yeah,
them
I'm just
demonetised.
imagining you saying in a Doncaster accent.
Mm.
Yeah, what was
And his snoring was in stereo.
Yeah, it was.
I remember that.
I said to him, next time he does that and he falls asleep, I'm actually going to build a Lego plane and actually do it properly. Like,
We're going to play Human Buckaroo.
Yeah, I wish we'd thought of that.
I was it did go very light on him. But, yeah, I don't know.
I can't remember, I don't know if it was Heather, I don't know if it was you, Rudy, but someone said, was it like Gaylord on his head? I don't know who it was. I know it wasn't me, but I remember someone saying it.
Wasn't me.
It might have been Tracy, but someone said Mike Gaylord in Sharpie on his head.
Wait, Catherine, was it?
Might have been Catherine, actually, yeah. Mind you, if she did it, he can't have a go.
No, not really.
Who did this? Who did this? What was your daughter?
Actually, it was Thomas. Thomas did it come down from the bed.
Yeah. I didn't even know you could spell that. Oh dear. That's, yeah, no, Bradwell.
Bradwell's really good, really active there.
Yeah, that's a great chapel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just got to double check about open closing. I'm not sure if it's open all the time or if it's.
It's an English heritage property,
Mm.
and it's just open any reasonable time. So that's normally daylight hours.
Yeah, we was there. It was the Easter.
You might get away with it in winter when it starts because
Mm.
if they don't close it till say 6 o'clock, that gives you a good 2 hours of darkness.
Yeah, I'd have to go back over that one because I say it was.
Does it need to be dark really?
I mean, not necessarily. Yeah, it was. I think it was Easter 21. I'm sure it was. It wouldn't have been Easter 2020 because we were in lockdown. No, it was Easter 21 we went there.
Sarah Jane Hamilton, I forgot to tell you, I had a good chat with the spirit talker. Oh, sorry, a good chat on the spirit talker in Crumlin Jail on my last visit to Belfast. I spoke to a spirit that had been executed.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, God.
You saying about Bodmin Gaol as well?
Yeah.
Bodmin Jail. They don't like using the word gaol no more. It's actually Bodmin Jail, as I got told because when I was in there with the family and all that, I said, "Oh, this is Bodmin Gaol," and the bloke said, "No, it's called Bodmin Jail." We call it Bodmin Jail.
Bob and Joe and I went about 5 years ago.
Well, 12 years ago when I went to Bodmin Gaol. But yeah, there was a lot of activity in the main area.
Yeah.
Lots.
Yeah, that would be good for a week away now.
Trouble is, I took my K2 down there with me purposely for that.
Yeah.
And then when we got halfway down the A30, I'm like,
I forgot it.
I forgot it. I left it in the bloody. I left it.
It's not just me.
I'll buy myself a little book and put it on it.
Yeah, a little checklist. I mean that Guildhall that had a courtroom in it, and just kept feeling.
Ironically, I used to work in the Guildhall, but that was Middlesex Guildhall in Westminster.
Yeah.
And that was a court building.
Yeah.
It was Essex County. This was Essex County Council.
Yeah.
Head office, a town hall if you like.
Yeah.
But it was yeah. So when you said Guildhall, kind of like something I know about.
Mm.
Not that building, but it seems ironic that you mentioned that I used to work in a Guildhall.
Yeah. Yeah.
And things you can feel. So the bit we went into was built in the 70s, and then the big room that we were in, towards when everyone else was doing the Ouija board downstairs, that was built in the 1800s.
Did it have big pillars
The
and
main
arches?
bit was the 1600s, but you could feel the change in energy.
Did it have big pillars and arches on it?
No.
So it's just basically a room with a roof.
Yeah, just a hole. Yeah.
Yeah. Fine.
Yeah.
Because most Guildhalls in the 1800s had stone
Oh, the
archways.
lower floors might have been, yeah, but no, not this one, didn't it?
You normally have loads of stone archways in it.
Wooden.
Yeah.
Pre-1800.
Well, there's still there's still a lot of places to check out in Kent as well.
There's loads of it, yeah.
Chatham Dockyard. That'd be good.
Yeah, I think.
And
Even,
Rochester Castle, that would be really
even you got the Chatham fort as well.
good.
There's a fort there, isn't there?
Not Fort Pitt.
The one that's on
It's a
the.
school now.
Is it school now?
If it's the same one, there is a place called Fort Pitt.
It's in Chatham, and as you go around, it looks on the map, and there's like a fort building literally right on the.
You've got, if it's right on the coast, you've got Cliff Fort. Might be Cliff Fort. But there's one in Chatham called Fort. It's now called Fort Pitt Grammar School.
Right, okay.
And there was another one.
There's a castle around the coast, isn't there, from Rochester, not Rochester. If you go around to Sheerness,
Oh yes.
starts with an O. Oxborough. I can't
Well,
remember.
if you think about there, you've got one at Broadstairs, one at Deal.
Oh, Deal Castle, yes.
Yeah.
I don't
Then
know.
you've got Dover
I didn't know
Castle.
there was a castle at Broadstairs. There's one in
Yeah, I think it's
Walmer.
like a fort. It's like a Martello Tower.
Oh, there's lots of those. You can't go in there.
Because they all go down the east coast of Kent,
Yeah,
don't they? Down to
you
Dungeness.
can't go in there anymore. I'm going to find the castle because it's going to run me
I tell you one, there's a good place. You know when they built the Channel Tunnel, Folkestone, they put I can't remember the name of the bloody place for the life of me, but they've got a tunnel that you have to drive for. It's one way, and you have to follow the red and green lights when it's safe to do so. But there's a massive long, I'd say a half a mile tunnel that goes through the cliffs to get to this conservation area in Folkestone, and you literally park up, and it's all the cliffs with all caves in it. And you can literally walk along there and you can actually get up into the caves. No, I've never. I have actually seen a couple of videos, people on YouTube do it. But I've never actually been there myself. So I'm wondering if, because obviously you got IKS that do Dover. They do everything Dover.
Mm.
So you pretty much buggered if you don't want to go Dover and do anything at Dover. It's already been done.
Yeah.
But obviously you got Dungeness as well.
Is the power station still?
Yeah,
in
Dungeness
decommission,
Beach.
or it's still
Dungeness Beach is there. The A ain't being used at the moment.
Is Bradwell Power Station decommissioned?
It's gone, isn't it? Bradwell Power Station. Sure it has.
The nuclear power station at Bradwell's gone. You know that.
I'm sure it is because there was one recently.
Red Will C.
Hmm?
Red Will C.
I don't know. I know they were knocking one
Bradwell
down a few
C,
years
yeah.
ago,
No,
wasn't
we went.
I mean, talking about Bradwell Seaside.
they? I don't think there is a power station at Bradwell anymore, is there?
I'm
I
going
can't remember.
We went on one of these, nature preserves, and you can see the Bradwell Power Station.
Yeah, I was there a couple of years
Nuclear
ago.
power
wasn't it?
station there.
Yeah.
That's it. Fort Amherst in Chatham. Fort Amherst.
Oh, I've been there one.
That's
He's
the
undergoing
that's the one that I was talking about.
Yeah. I've been
Thank you very much, Sarah. Also, Sarah said
Yeah, I was clear on that one.
Shrewsbury Jail is active as well. Have you been there?
What one?
Shrewsbury Jail.
Shrewsbury.
Yeah, as in Shrew.
Where's Shrewsbury?
That's
Shropshire's in
That's in
Shropshire.
Shropshire, isn't it?
Yeah, Shropshire.
Shropshire, Shrewsbury.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm-
Shropshire.
From the people from Shrewsbury Nest.
Well,
It's being decommissioned, Bradwell, but
I thought it was,
I've
yeah.
been
the China General Nuclear Power Group are looking at it to
China General.
as a start of a new as a site of a new nuclear power station named Bradwell B.
I haven't been that far north yet.
What, Shropshire?
Yeah.
Shrewsbury.
Like,
Shrewsbury.
my nan used to live.
Oh, Shrewsbury's amazing. Some really, really
As in
old buildings there.
SHREW.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Shrewsbury.
it's pronounced Shrewsbury.
Shrewsbury.
Yeah.
Weirdly
I
enough.
haven't been that far out yet. Partly due to transport issues, because we've had a few of them this year. Hopefully, if we get my estate sorted out in January, when it doesn't completely skid me out.
This is not as bad as my new sat nav. Whatever. Driving
Yes,
down,
I know.
driving down the
Yeah.
O303. Turn left the next roundabout and take the Saylis Ilsbury. I can't pronounce it. Salis Ilbury.
Salisbury.
That's what he said. Salisbury.
Salisbury.
Yeah, but my sat nav said Salis
Sorry.
Ilbury. and Basin in Stoke.
Basingstoke.
Yeah. We're sitting there. Oh,
Crazy
You've
stuff.
got a dyslexic.
yeah, Adam. In Plymouth,
Yeah.
there is the most funniest roundabout you're ever going to know. Literally,
Yeah.
our sat nav said, "You are now entering Pennycombe Quick roundabout. Please take the third exit." It's called Pennycombe Quick. Seriously. You Google it.
I believe you.
And we were sitting
There's
there.
a place in Essex called Fingering Hoe Wick, so
Yeah,
Yes, we
went
had
up
Fingering
there.
Hoe.
We
Yeah.
went up Fingering Hoe for the another nature preserve up there, Abington.
oh, Shepton Mallet Prison.
You can imagine the kids in the back. What are you two giggling for? And I'm sitting there driving and they're going,
That's good, isn't
did
it?
that just say what I think it just said?
Oh,
Shepton
Yep.
Mallet.
and
That's proper.
Sandon Church. Santon Church.
Santon Church.
Yeah, just past the American Air Base, not
Mm.
far from there. That's where I got overshadowed by some old girl, and she goes, "What are you doing here?" Like that lang. That's odd. Yeah, I'm not too later. That was good.
I almost got myself in trouble in Cornwall. I started singing the Wurzels. I've got a brand new combine harvester. And people can listen to it. I thought it was quite amusing, but some people didn't like it.
Or maybe the locals didn't take too kindly to that. I don't know.
Done Shepton Mallet as well.
Shepton Mallet Prison.
Mm.
Yeah, that looks well stark. I just looked at a picture.
Well, what?
Very stark.
What's
Oh, Stark.
What's that other one?
Tony Stark? Oh,
Oh, Newgate. What about
Newgate Prison.
Newgate? Is that still
I'd
there?
like to do Pentonville, but it's still being used.
Well, I wanted to do Dartmoor Prison when I was down there because obviously it's still in operation, but a lot of it's shut down.
Right, yeah.
But they've got Dartmoor Prison Museum, but
I'm just getting through an alphabet. Excuse me.
Aye.
A, B.
C, D, alphabet. Yeah, but that roundabout.
Yeah.
You could Google it.
Penny come quick.
As I was just saying to these, imagine Head was driving at this time, and it said, "You are now entering Pennycombe Quick Roundabout. Please take the third exit." And Head looked at me and went, "I went, yeah, it did say that." And it said it again as we go around it. She's like,
Penny come quick.
seriously, there was a roundabout in Plymouth called Pennycombe Quick Roundabout.
What's it called?
Which one?
The place in Kent, that little castle that's round the side of Sheerness.
Oh, just for note on the Amherst fault. Yeah, I'm sure that's the one. I did crew on that as well. And that's a very active place.
Was it?
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
the cold house.
we're doing the table tipping thing in there, and it was spinning around and all sorts. It was sending the guests dizzy.
Wow.
Oh, up north doesn't start with O.
Oh, isn't it?
It had no in it.
But it starts with you. Up.
Upnor Castle, yeah.
Oh, that, really?
Yeah, it's not, it doesn't get very busy. I think people don't realise that it's even there. The other place that would be good would be Maison d'Or, which is an old guild. No, it was a hospital, 13th century hospital. Thing is, because they're English heritage, it's getting permission to go in there when there aren't other people in there,
Yeah.
without having to pay through the nose.
What have you got in Kent? You got Leeds Castle, haven't you? You got
Hever Castle,
Hever Castle as well. You got Ashford. There was one that's
Bodiam
like that.
Castle. Oh no, Bodiam Castle is Sussex. Down in Devon, did you go to Berry Pomeroy Castle while you were down there?
No, we
It's
didn't.
apparently the most
That
haunted
was
castle
shut.
in the UK.
That was shut.
Oh really?
We went all through all the guides and all that, and it was all shut. A lot of that was shut. Out of season, 29th of October, that shut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was annoying.
Yeah, I mean that is the major issue with buildings. It's getting into them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
it is.
Which is part. I mean,
Is it raining?
Yeah.
that's part of the positive thing about being doing the ghost hunter tours is we get access to these sorts of places.
I'd love to do Cold House Fault though.
Yeah.
Inside, but when we went
Oh, the
there.
Cold House. That's not open very often, is it?
No.
It hasn't been open at all for ages, not since.
Yeah, let's open on the Sunday of each bank holiday weekend in the
Oh, so it's now back open.
Because they shut it because of COVID, didn't they? So they shut it
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
off.
it's been open since then.
How was it? I'd love to
But
go
the problem
inside.
is it's structurally so it's like in two halves. And you used to be able to go around all of it, but one half
You
is
don't mean,
structurally unsafe.
Gloria, you don't mean Sherland Castle, do you?
Sherlin?
Sherland.
I've never heard of that, no.
Sarah James mentioned, you don't mean Sherland Castle, do you?
No, we've not heard of Sherland. Is that in Kent?
And done Canuden Church, aren't you?
Oh yeah, that was the other file.
Canuden.
Yeah, me and Rudy had a sneaky little visit to Canadian
Oh,
Church.
yeah.
It was like,
He is.
oh yeah.
In case the vicar's watching.
Yeah, we didn't expect the gate. I expected the gates to be shut, and it wasn't. So
It's in Sheerness.
Oh, is it what S-H-I-R?
Sherland. S-H-E-R.
Oh, right, okay, that's spelling wrong.
I would have said Sharland. S-H-A-R.
No, I said I.
Yeah, I know
there
you
is,
said.
I mean, there is actually
I
a
can't
good
see it.
YouTube channel to watch, which is called Beyond the Point, and they visit a lot of these places. Not ghost hunting, anything like that, just to document what's there really. They're a good pair of lads that do that. But
House in house.
I'll have to go back in their channel and see what they've done because,
Yeah.
as I say, some of the places they've gone to, I can that visit because I did get into Clifford.
There's loads of places I'd like to get into, but I'm not allowed to. Nazareth House, meaning London.
Yeah.
That's been sold, hasn't it?
Oh, is it now being sold?
Yeah, I heard it's going to be finished.
This is Southend House. Historical landmark on the England.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I think I've looked at
Been
that.
now. It's very good.
Okay.
There it is, of course, but yeah.
Oh, I wonder if we can get in here.
Is it owned by someone?
English heritage.
Is it an open any reasonable hour? Because those ones you can get in any time.
Yeah.
Even Revo Abbey, which is up north, it's in Yorkshire. It does close, but the wall is so low you can just literally.
Ain't English Heritage the ones that use group force security to beat you with sticks when you break into places?
No, I don't think so.
It's in Bedford. Probably got a message.
Yeah, been doing that all night.
Yeah. Where is it?
Bedford.
Bedford, very nice.
Anfield,
Bedford's up
Pineview, Park,
round the way.
Bedford.
Yeah.
There's a place in Preston called St Joseph's, which used to be an old hospital, an old mental health hospital. It's been knocked down.
I mean,
now.
yeah, maybe a case of like we'll have to look further afield for. I mean, there's still Essex still has plenty to give up.
Cornwall's got loads. I'll tell you what.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
much.
But
We should. The four of us should go down there.
Camping, yeah. Even if we hire a caravan or a bloody
I'll
lodge.
stay in a
so-
hotel personally.
Right.
If you want to go camping, you can. But I really
like
want
my
to
picture
take your
comforts.
equipment.
I beg your pardon. Keep this clean. This is not an X-rated
The
channel.
wheel coats, the stuff there, I'm telling you. So there is. It's got the weirdest energy.
Do you know, I was looking at the lane line map, an old map for Essex,
Yeah.
and Essex is where it all
It all
merges.
Yeah.
I think, wow.
And we're all living
it.
I mean, it's probably no coincidence because what Colchester's like the oldest
Yeah.
city in the
Oldest
country,
city.
isn't it?
Tell Adam the message was from me. The castle.
The castle.
What?
Tell Adam the message. This was from Sarah Jane.
Yeah.
Tell Adam the message was from me. The castle. They do a good carvery down there if they're talking about that castle.
Oh.
Or if we're talking about another castle or the building. I don't know.
Are we talking about the castle pub?
Or are you talking about a building, Sarah? As in a castle.
I'm trying.
Because if you mention the castle, they do a lovely carvery.
Yes, Toby.
Oh, what?
Yep.
The one down
Yeah,
there?
that's-
Halfway house.
Look at his phone.
Yeah.
Castle
Of course,
is on
yeah,
it.
yeah.
She said to look at your phone. She was the one that sent the message.
Oh, right, got it.
Look at
hang
your
on.
phone.
That's all right. Yeah, just chuck it over.
I ain't going to chuck it over. I'm not chucking someone's phone out. It's broken. I'm not
It's
gonna-
a, it's a Nokia brick.
I don't care. No, my luck. It hit the corner of the table, bounce off, hit the floor, hit the window, bounce up that side, spin around the tree a couple of times, come back in with a cracked screen. You don't know me yet.
I've only got one cracked screen.
Yeah, it can only handle one at a time, though.
Ah, right, Sherland Castle. Gotcha.
Sheerness.
Find it.
Oh, Sheerness Castle.
Sherland. Yeah.
Sherland, yeah.
Oh, with a U. You said E.
No, she's put with an E. Don't you mean Shearland
In
Castle?
Eastchurch.
Gloria,
Sure.
I know that I'm London and I'm not Essex, but I can read, and that says Sherland.
Yeah, but it's spelled S-H-U.
But I don't know the places down there, do I?
Or you should.
Now, children, please.
I've been down here about 50 years.
Well, yeah, but you use drone footage of pairs, so. How travel?
That looks cool.
It does actually.
It's very good. We should try it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say just.
We're always open to suggestions.
Mm.
Always.
Do they do a carvery there,
No.
Dan? I love good carvery.
It looks very open plan to me.
Look, no roof.
I mean, is it a proper castle?
Coal carvery.
Is it a proper castle?
Yeah, it's a castle.
Is it ruined or virtually intact?
It's hard to- I think it looks intact.
Because there's only one castle I've been to that was intact, and that was Dover Castle, and it's virtually everything's intact in it.
Mm.
Yeah.
So you get to see the feel of the dungeons and the
But Dill Castle is, and Warmer Castle.
I've never been to Dill Castle. We drove past it enough times. Because
It's quite squat.
you've got two
menacing
roads that go either
looking.
side of it, and it's round and
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, like anything menacing looking.
It's
That's
quite
all right.
squat.
Right, Sarah. Sorry, just realised autocorrect. It changed it.
Okay.
So
yeah.
us Londoners like to
Again,
read,
it's
as
a-
they say.
I mean, again, it's access.
Oh, is it shut at night then?
Well, it's got a big wooden door in front of it.
Yeah, but can't the Moody Master sort of like, get through that?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Trouble is, you try it, it might be open.
Some of the old Cockney charm. Yeah. Open door.
I remember seeing this video, and a couple of YouTubers a few years ago, and they went to this house that was derelict, but they tried the door. The door was locked. The door was shut. I can't get in here. I'm going, oh, sorry, folks. And someone put in the comments, they're doing live, try the door handle. And they tried it, and it opened.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was like, I've always remembered that because that's why every time you see me go, I go to the door and go, yeah, I won't. Just to make sure. Right, Heather put, Russ sounds similar to the phrase nightmare, though mare means something like old hag, similar to a succubus, known as a sleep paralysis. Paralysis, that's the word I was looking for, thank you. And they sit on your chest and stop you moving. Cheerful stuff. Neil Hyde. Hello, Adam.
Hello, Neil. Good to have you with us. Yeah, we talked about all sorts. That's not about the quiz.
Not necessarily Bassett's though.
No. I did have. I don't know if I mentioned this on channel before, but I did have something very vivid that happened to me when I was 6, and it was I had some sort of lizard thing appear in my room, scared the life out of me.
What a reptilian was it?
Well, it could have been.
Reptilian, yeah. Shapeshifters.
Yeah, it scared the crap out of me.
Ain't Skinwalker supposed to be reptilian?
Yeah.
Mm.
All sorts there. Skinwalkers, mate.
Because there's a lot of Skinwalkers in Epping Forest, I don't know if you know. Hell of a lot of
Oh,
Skinwalkers.
that's another place. Totally forgot about. I want to go back to Epping Forest.
Hangman's Hill?
Hangman's Hill is a great one to go back to.
Buckhurst Hill, the southern part of Epping Forest.
Mm.
It's a big road that goes up into goes up to the old pub. On the road to Hangman's Hill.
Yeah.
It's quite windy, bendy.
Yeah.
Is it
But
like,
the trees come over and they don't. They look
yeah,
sinister.
yeah.
Mm.
You know, you said Hangman's Hill, right? Is that to do with the highway scenario?
It's. I think the theory behind it is the fact is they used to hang people from the tree there.
Yeah, they did.
Hangman's
That
Hill.
actually happened.
Yeah.
What people know the Hangman's Hill about is
Have you still got one?
you appear to roll uphill. Yeah, obviously.
Roll uphill.
What it is,
Yeah.
it's an optical illusion.
Yeah.
I remember testing this because you can get a spirit there when it go. It does go the way that the car goes, but with your eye, it goes uphill.
I see. Optical.
Just the way the bushes grow to make it look like it's going uphill. It's not. It's actually going downhill.
Okay. That's interesting.
But it's actually an anomaly which does actually mess with your mind because
It's one in Scotland like that as well.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
because you actually see in your car because it's going like that. Your actually car's going uphill, but it's not. It's just the way the bushes are. It's quite a good
We
optical
went
illusion.
there twice. At first, it was just me and Kira, and we. This is like the early days.
Ah. Barclay Walsh. I was molested by a skinwalker in Epping Forest.
Ah, interesting.
It's well known that
Very
skinwalkers
interesting.
walk around Epping Forest, especially after night.
You talk about Skinwalker Ranch, but you know, and all the anomalies there.
Now there is, there is supposedly a skinwalker ranch. I don't think it
This
is.
is the English version. I
Yeah.
take it then.
No, what it is, it's because in Epping Forest, obviously it's where I'm from, but in Epping Forest, because it's such a wide, it's an ancient wood. It is ancient
I
wood.
know they used to do a lot of witch.
Yes,
stuff.
they used to do a lot of
Yeah,
black magic, witchcraft,
I'm
that
getting
sort of
that
stuff there.
very strongly.
But there's also a lot of burial grounds in there when I went. Certain people from, say, the 40s and 50s that wanted to go missing ended up in between trees in Epping Forest, so we say.
I mean, I've also heard that the Cray twins like to make.
That's
pictures.
exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's where they used to put their
It's
bodies.
one
Yeah.
of their hiding places. Let's put it that
Yeah.
way, yeah.
I've been to Suicide Pond a few times. It's worth going back to. Stella and I talked about the Alton Camp,
Yes.
which
Good
is
place.
Courtney Boudica.
If we can get
you can look it up on Google Maps and it will show you that.
If we can get access to Gilwell Park
Yeah.
in Loughton, it's an old campsite, the old Scouts campsite, and I remember
Yeah.
using when I was a Venture Scout. We stayed there.
Mm.
There's a lot of activity. The things that we all see in the woods there
Mm.
was shocking. You know, a lot of it I can't remember what it was, but I
Yeah.
remember seeing figures that you couldn't justify as human. Put it that
Yeah.
way. But you'll think, oh, your mind's playing tricks on you because it's dark, sort of thing. You know.
Yeah.
I would like to go to Rendlesham.
So
I
Rendlesham.
was like that.
Let's
Where
talk
the
I want to go to Rendlesham, see what I can pick
where
up.
the
there.
alien craft
Mm,
land.
mm, mm.
See what I can pick up.
Oh, what the British Roswell?
Yeah.
Rendlesham.
Yeah, I guess it could be called that.
Mm.
I don't know really. Never heard of
And it's
it.
known as the British Roswell incident.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neil Hyde said, back to the lane, Adam, early December.
It's
Reddington.
Oh,
I've got something on the cards for that. As I say, it's just the question I can get everyone together for one evening. But if I can, I'll put it out for the 6th.
We need Stella out as well.
Yeah.
Stella.
Yeah. Sarah said, "What's suicide pond or should be where?" The
is
only,
that in Epping Forest?
the only
Yeah.
suicide pond I know is Hollow Ponds, which is in which is Whips Cross. It's called Hollow Ponds for a reason because obviously it's not exactly hollow, but it's very very deep. They used to chuck bodies in there.
Okay.
That's the only one I know. But there is apparently there is another pond
Looks quite nice.
in what suicide pond in Epping Forest.
It's
Is that it? It's called the Lost Pond.
Ah,
that could. It's I think it's
Near Baldwin's Hill.
Blackwall or Blackwall Pond.
Hang on, I'll just look at. I know where it is. It's not far from Loughton
It's going to be
Camp.
closed down.
you sure that ain't the one near Bucker Still? Because that's the southernmost part of Epping Forest. I'm sure there's a
It's
big
been
one.
closed down to stop the suicides, so you can't go to it anymore.
It's not that one.
Epping Forest Suicide Pond to be closed down or
That-
have 24-hour CCTV and security.
That was, I think that was the pond where that young lad
A black,
took his own
black
life.
African 27-year-old.
That's right. Yeah, it's not that pond because when we went, that had just happened. So I had to double check whether it was that pond or not, and it wasn't that pond where he was found.
There's a lot of history in Epping Forest. Hell of a lot.
Yeah.
I remember going there when I was about 14, 15. Because there was something, my brother had an Escort Mark II, and there was my girlfriend
That's not
and me
too
in the
nice.
back, and the one with the square headlights, not the round headlights.
Yeah.
And he was in the front with his girlfriend, and the car, he rolled the car. For
Rolled
no reason. He was going around this bend, it wasn't even doing that fast, and the car just hit something. There was nothing there, and the car rolled on its roof, down the bank. We managed to get it over, but to this day, you can never work out what we hit, because there was nothing there.
Oh, there's the suicide pool.
Would that be called the Deadpool? No.
Maybe she
Black
take
Weir.
her-
Sorry, not Blackwall. It's Black Weir Pond.
Black Weir, that sounds familiar, yeah.
Oh, in Epping Forest.
Yeah, it's called Black Weir Pond.
Do you know the exact size of Epping Forest? It's massive.
Oh,
I think it's quite big, isn't it? It covers a lot of
Goes up to Surriston, North Weald, that sort of way. It
Yeah.
does stretch up that way.
hill.
St Albans, it goes up as far as that.
Remember we went to Patricia Parsons. She was found in the Upshire part of.
Bless you, Adam, she said.
Thank you. She was found in the Upshire part of Epping Forest, which is where we
We
went.
got a lot of stuff there, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean there's other stuff there.
Oh, like I said, I thought, well, we've got to be careful, like we're saying, because for obvious reasons.
It's only a 50-minute drive from there. I mean, we should do it one early evening.
Yeah.
Stop off at Sanctuary at the Owl, and then make that the base of our
What, the
thingy.
pub?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Owl pub's lovely.
go for it.
Yeah. If it's JD there, I'm there, mate.
I can open up then.
Yeah. Well, we've got to have a few drinks because when you open up better when you had a few drinks, you're channeling more.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to work like that, though, am I?
No, I know. But
Really?
if it helps, it helps.
Hey.
Yeah, just say obviously we'll sort some bits out with Stella as well because she
Yeah.
really wants to go back.
Liaise with
She wants
Stella,
to go
see if we
back.
can arrange something for, like, I don't know, a Sunday afternoon or Sunday lunchtime or something.
Yeah.
Get up there, and if you can make it as well.
Where's
and
that?
Epping Forest, and
We
we just
really need
go to a few places and just have a look because we've still
Really
got to do some random nautical as
Gloria.
well.
Yeah,
I want to go along.
Me too.
Stella, you, and who,
Well, I can fit 5 in my car, so
I can fit 5 in mine,
get up there.
including the driver.
Just
And then I can chuck some people in the boot because it's an estate. So.
Yeah. Is it in the state? I thought we'd done it. I thought you repaired it
I
off.
thought it was good. I thought it was good, your car.
Yes.
I thought now you've had your wing mirrors put on, it looks better.
It
the
is.
I was going to say that there's another site when I went to that talk from Andrew Collins.
And Collins, yeah. So,
He's
I've got a couple of his seminars. Read his
Yeah.
book.
Sarah said she'll drive, she don't drink.
Yeah.
Do you have a
Sarah.
Sarah, do you have a 6-seater?
Yeah, you got 6 feet out.
If not, I won't drink and I'll take the price off.
Yeah,
6 people in.
Bempton. Bempton, it's just south of Scarborough.
We can maybe kill 2 birds with 1 stone as well, Adam. Do some random nautica there as well.
Yeah.
Ebbing Forest would be brilliant for random
Yeah.
nautica because it's such a large area.
I mean,
What?
Random nautica.
Oh,
We
no,
done
thank
some
you.
when we went up to Malden.
Oh, no, thank you.
And we put down creepy, and we got sent to this field with like,
oh yeah, that was the other bit of footage. Obviously, we're not
and
going
it
to
was literally it was creepy because
Did you
it
say
was
this?
horrible.
It's a place called Bempton.
We did it. We'd never done it before. We wanted to do it.
Cliffs.
Yeah, that's it.
It's nature reserve.
Yeah. Andrew Collins was talking about Bempton and that being the site of the British Skinwater Ranch, or real things, cryptids
Yeah.
and UFOs and strange lights.
Skinwalkers are not nice.
Yeah.
Ones.
They don't sound very pleasant.
No,
they're not.
No.
They're like, I think they're sort of like the offcuts of reptilians that don't want to actually, don't know what they are.
It's just yeah.
They're kind of like the Sam Smith of the Skinwalkers world. Sort of thing.
I have
Don't know what
got
they are.
that week between Christmas and New Year. Well, I won't be doing much day. I shouldn't be doing much daytime work, if anything, for the caskets will be shut.
Yeah.
So it should be a bit of time then.
Neil's just saying, and I mentioned just earlier about
Yeah.
Folkestone. How good Folkestone is. Adam, my man, what do you think of Folkestone?
Folkestone.
Mm.
God, do you know what? I used to live in Dover, not far. So I've been to Folkestone. You know, been in and out of Folkestone quite a bit.
There's a lot of places around on the where the old fun fair used to be. If you carry on walking
Oh,
down,
they're
where
under.
when you go up to the where the cliff's lift is,
Yeah.
carry on going. It's loads along that front.
Yeah, I would go back and visit it with sort of new eyes, as it were. But on the occasions I've been in Folkestone, it just felt odd.
It's an odd place.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you one thing that I did pick up on, and this is going back well before I started being awakened to this spirituality. But I got the heebie-jeebies, and I know then when something's there, because I get the heebie-jeebies. I know that now. But Folkestone Pier, I remember going there as a kid with my parents. My dad used to do sea fishing off the pier, and back then used to have the old P&O ferries.
Yeah.
The ferries used to come out into the bay, like the Folkestone Pier, but you could never get down below because there was all trains. You had the Orient Express plus freight trains coming in there. But now they've got rid of all that. When I walked down there with the kids, I kept looking over my shoulder because it felt like there was things behind me, and I couldn't put my finger on it at the time. And it was like, you know, there was no one behind us, but it felt like someone was literally directly behind us. As I was walking down, but it felt like someone in a duffel coat. And thinking back, they used to wear the old British Rail. Used to wear the old brown with the orange patches on the back, duffel coats. And I think there might have been a lot of tragedy on that because obviously, I know a few ferries crashed into the pier. And there used to be these massive big harbour cranes as well for taking all the stuff off, but they never used them. But, yeah, Folkestone's a good place.
Yeah.
It's not that far as well. It's only just straight down the.
It's no worse than Dover.
Canterbury has a fair bit of history.
You can do it. You can do it in an hour and a half, Folkestone.
Eh?
You can do it in about an hour and a half. Hour and 40
Yeah,
minutes.
it's a clear road.
Right, could you put them on your side? Because I'm just going to keep eating. Oh, over there. Okay.
Keeps eating the whispers.
Yeah, they're Canterbury. Yeah, I did have a quick nose at, I think it was St Nicholas Church, which is in Surrey. I've got a few photos of it on the computer, but I've never ventured any further. It was just.
What about Canterbury Cathedral? Is that accessible?
No, it's
not.
the same as York Minster and all the rest. It's only open to the public during certain hours.
I take it the only cathedral you can get into is Westminster Abbey. That
Yeah.
one's open. There's only one you can walk through, isn't it?
Yeah.
All hours.
They so,
I will take the cloak. It's weirdly, I lived and worked near Canterbury for quite a while. I lived just outside Canterbury for about 3 months. But the security company I worked for at the time was based in Canterbury.
I remember doing
Just on the train station.
you're saying about Westminster Abbey, right? You say it's open 24 hours. I remember when I was working for Middlesex Guildhall on Parliament Square. Now, the side of it where my office did, my window faced towards Westminster Abbey. And I remember working there at 2 in the morning for Millennium Bug shutdown. and I stayed there till 2 o'clock and got a taxi home. But I remember looking out the window and seeing people in black cloaks, loads of them going into the abbey about midnight.
What
Monks
was that?
going in for matins or
I don't know,
nuns
but there
going
must have been about a good 40 people went in there with black cloaks and masks on, like masks with a long nose. I don't know if that's anything to do with it, but I don't know if there was some sort of seance going on in there or whatever, but they were proper black hooded cloaks.
Yeah.
And I always thought that was a bit weird on the, the New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And to this day I thought, maybe it's some sort of, I don't know, they've got some sort of ceremony there or something, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Obviously, seeing the film Eyes Wide Shut afterwards, I
Yeah,
now
that's
realise
what I
what
mean,
might
yeah.
be going on there, but there you go.
Yeah. Canterbury.
But Canterbury, that's supposed to be quite spiritual, Canterbury. I think that's on the ley lines as
Very
well.
commercialised
Yeah.
now.
I think, is that a crossing point of ley lines? It's the same as, there's another place in Essex.
I would
No,
say
there's a little hospital
Yeah, we went
opposite
to that,
the cathedral.
Isn't Colchester on a ley line, a cross point of a ley
Yeah.
line? Colchester.
you'll find all the oldest cities.
Because I believe it's
In
something
the
to do with
country.
cathedrals.
Yeah.
Well, there's a cathedral or castle, it's on a cross point of a ley
What's
line.
that,
Yeah.
that church we went to where there was a energy nexus there? Because I was standing there, I thought, oh, this is a ley line. Stella was there
Oh, that was St Nicholas in
on the
London.
hill.
Yeah, that was St Nicholas in London.
Yeah, that's a ley line there.
Yeah, I've had stuff come up there before, before like we went there. I can always go back to that one, but I think you'll find all the oldest cities in the country sat on ley lines. So you've got Winchester, York, Durham, York, Colchester, Canterbury.
That's why they built the churches there.
Yeah, that's where you got all the cathedrals now.
So have you read the Black Alchemist by Andy Collins when he was working with that?
No,
he was working with that medium because this alchemist was turning the churches negative by
That's
planting
right.
this artifact there.
Yeah,
He was trying to make this, I don't know what it was, a doorway or something nasty to come out.
I remember talking about it the last the one talk I've been to.
Read the book. You know that storm in '87?
Yeah.
Apparently that was caused by conjuring up, what's her name? Hecate, the wolf kind of, evil kind of spirit there. And it, obviously, the big bad storm, 1987, all the trees, laid all the trees out in Essex, didn't it?
Neil said, I live in Southampton, I stay in Folkestone all week, working in a hotel, a big bugger. I'm a carpenter, love doors, big old fine doors. Fire doors. Yeah. Used to have them in the cottage to work in. They were like huge, great things. Absolutely, just really thick wood. It was lovely.
Mm.
Yeah, Southampton. I've only been to Southampton once or twice. There's a lot of places in Gosport, in Fareham. I know there's a lot of places down there. You've got the old railway terminus there, which is derelict now, and that's quite active.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's travelling.
Yeah, a lot of places you've got to travel to.
Yeah.
We have to stay overnight. How exciting. Road trip.
Because when I was in Jamaica Inn and Bodmin Jail as well, they do, if you're actually doing active paranormal stuff, the ticket price is a little slightly bit higher than normal. It wasn't too bad, I think it's like 20 quid or 22 quid. But you actually get full access to the place once everyone's gone.
Oh, right.
That's
Full
good.
access.
That's pretty good.
I've got a flyer in, I'll show you. They do actually do ghost tours.
And that's
Or you
at,
freedom to walk
And
around.
that's at Jamaica Inn, is it?
Jamaica Inn, I believe, do it, and so does Bodmin Jail.
Oh, that's quite good. Yeah, that's not bad.
So we're still waiting here about the bloody priory.
Yes, Neil, Folkestone Harbour is quite an active place down by the. If you remember right, the on Folkestone Harbour when the ferries used to come in, there used to be a British Rail siding there, down the lower part of the pier, and that's where well, obviously now you can walk down there, but there's a lot of activity down on that, on the lower part of the pier. Anyway, so what did you say? Just answering what Neil said.
Oh, that's just gone.
There must be some places in Suffolk as well.
Yeah,
I know we talk about Kent, but we're right next door to Suffolk too.
If you go to Ipswich, there's lots of Ipswich.
Yes,
The old docks in Ipswich.
Yeah,
Even Tilbury docks.
there's a redoubt fault in Harwich, and over the other side there is the oh my god, the fault in Felixstowe. What's it called?
Oh,
Felixstowe Fort.
No.
I know what you mean, but I don't know the name of it.
I'm telling you, there's stuff there, definitely.
Yeah.
That would be a good one to do.
Yeah, there's loads.
Yeah.
But I was trying to Adam where it was. I think I sent you a picture. There's a church on a hill between Kessingland and Ipswich, and
Right.
it's about Felixstowe area down that way. And you wouldn't find it unless you actually went to it. You couldn't
Yeah.
see it. But I went down this road to find toilets, and on the Google took us to this car park with toilets. And we remember sitting there, it was hammering down with rain, and there was a church with two massive towers, and half the back of the church was missing with no roof. And it looked absolutely epic.
Wow.
And I'll try and find it and send you the link on. But there's another one as well up there as well, which was basically it was one of the heaven knows more about this than me. But when King James started burning all the churches, remember he had a problem with the Roman Catholic Church.
Yep.
And he started burning churches.
James. I thought it was
No,
Henry
it's
VIII.
Henry VIII.
Was it Henry VIII? I do
Dissolution of all
apologise.
the monasteries because he wanted to be Church of England.
Yeah, that was right. Yeah, that's it. And what he done, he burnt this church. But what they done with the remains of it, they built a church in a church. So you got this massive old like ruined church with still the tower, if you like the bell tower and all that, what you want to call it, clock tower, what you want to call it. But there's no roof on it, and half the walls are missing. But they've built a smaller church in the middle of
And
it,
that's
attached. And that's around about not Lowestoft, south of Lowestoft.
That's Norfolk.
Yeah, this is Kessingland, Lowestoft, Felix,
Felix.
Great Yarmouth. It's a bit south from that, and I'm sure it's south by Lowestoft.
Oh, not Kessingland and Ipswich.
Now Kessingland's up more Great Yarmouth.
Yeah, you said between Kessingland and Ipswich.
Yeah, but this is the big church on the hill. The two big towers, what I call the twin towers, with like half a church at the back of it, that's derelict.
How long ago was this?
We've been there twice. I sent you pictures of it, and
Yeah.
with the church inside the church.
But you can't remember what it's called.
Sarah Jones just messaged me. In Navajo culture, a skinwalker is a type of harmful witch which has the ability to turn into, possess, or disguise himself as an animal. The term is never used for healers.
No, I know skinwalkers are never healers.
No.
They're like the offcuts of like anything.
Yeah, I think
Nasty.
I think that's where they got the sort of skinwalker terminology for what they've been seeing.
Shapeshifters, basically.
Yeah, basically. Going back to the old fables of like the beast of Bodmin, because I do think that was a shapeshifter. A skinwalker, sorry. I do think that was a skinwalker.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, as small as
I
this
thought the
country is,
Beast
it
of
hasn't.
Bodmin turned out to be a panther or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
it.
zoo.
It
animals
escaped from the zoo.
escaped,
Yeah.
As long as you didn't escape from Dartmoor. Didn't escape from Dartmoor, did it?
It did not. No, that was a boar.
Originally it was a boar, but in the film it's a bear.
Yeah, I know, but they have to make it.
Hollywood have to make it
Artistic
so
license.
glamorous. A bit like Cocaine Bear, I want to watch that soon.
That's funny.
Yeah, a few people told me that.
There was a relatively old vlog on my channel which I was in a remains of a castle slash big house up in, I'm sure it's Suffolk. I dropped someone off there and I was hanging around, so I thought I'd go.
Well, the
Check the
reason
area.
we found it, there was a sign that we was driving around looking for something to do on the way back from, I think it was one of the big places, and it said beach. It's beachfront.
Yeah.
So we followed it down. This road went down to a beach, but before you get to it, it's a dead end road. But literally about 300-400 yards before the end of the road, there's this church on the left hand side. We looked at it and we were just blown away.
That's the one without the end.
Yeah, that's the one about the roof of the church built in the
Yeah.
middle of it. I'll send you the photos afterwards, but it was a really good.
It might be Norfolk. Or was it Dunwich? Oh, I can't remember now. Could it be Dunwich? Let's try Norfolk. When I was up that way on working, and I dropped someone off, and yeah, still. Was it Bird Castle? Could be Bird Castle. I mean, there's actually quite a few up there though.
What churches?
I mean, Castle Acre.
Oh, Castle Acre Castle and Castle Acre Priory. Framlingham, that's good.
Yeah, Castle. That's.
I want to see this church with the church built inside it.
Castle Acre Castle is the remains of a Norman Motte Bailey castle with extensive earthworks. Now is that is now in the care of English heritage. Yeah, so I'll have to what? So is there 24/7 access to this or? I'll have to have a look back from
Is
your
that
blog.
it?
That's got a shock.
Is that it, Paul?
That looks familiar, yes.
That's a church inside a church in Suffolk.
Yeah,
Cove.
I'll have to go back from your blogs and have a look.
Walking down the
But,
path there, my left
Aye.
ear just went high pitched, screaming, and then went off. Really weird. I've had that a lot lately. It just goes really high pitched
yeah.
for a good 5 seconds and stops. And no, it's not tinnitus. Anyway. Yeah, I can't access it at the moment because I'm looking at the comments on here. So yeah, I mean, if we sort of Epping Forest is quite a nice one, and obviously a bit around the Nautica around there as well because you've got large areas to do it in.
Yeah, trouble is you're going to send us into the woods.
Yeah, but if we do it during the day, if we do it
Yeah.
like if we go down at lunchtime sort of thing, we not.
Yeah,
You don't want to go in there too late at
I
night.
don't fancy walking around Epping Forest at night.
No, neither do I. Not with certain kind of people that like to frequent Epping Forest. Why not? But yeah, no, I think that'd be really good during the day. Because obviously we should have done a couple of round Nauticas during the day.
Yeah, I don't think as a. I mean, from what I've
It's
said,
only round here.
Ah. But you've got to realise that if you do it overnight, you're adding the height of fear to it because you are going to get
Yeah.
that darkness effect.
yeah,
But you can explain things. Obviously, if you was to walk into a field and find a box in the middle of the field where the point was that you can say, "Hang on a minute," you know, and then if you hear something behind you or something rustling around you, you can see it.
yeah,
You know, but overnight you can't see nothing at all. You know,
yeah,
so you can debunk a lot of things during the day. But overnight you're going to be in darkness and your ears are going to go, "What was that?
yeah.
What was this?"
It's going to be a bit high.
A bird takes off over there and you see the glimmer of its eye light and you're like, "Whoa!" You know what I mean? Things like that.
I will. The thing is, I will try and automatically debunk that. And
So
say
do I.
That's that was a bit
But-
of wildlife.
In the daytime, you could debunk that instantly.
Yeah,
That's why I like going to places in the daytime because you can actually tell a lot. If anything paranormal happened in the daytime, it's more believable than it is of a night. Because even though night, you know, you got to remember, to me, I mean, I've worked in a lot of dark places when I was, not dark as in satanic, I mean, to like dark places where they had no lighting.
yeah,
Because obviously, you know,
There is a power anomaly at Elm Road. Between Elm Road and Vanguard Way, AJ offered and the Industrial Metal Services.
I know that if that's the old gasworks.
Yep, a generated point. I've
That's,
got no idea
that's
what
the
that is.
gasworks which you can't get into.
Oh, well that's not on, is it?
I've had that loads of times, but you can't get in there. The gates are like,
No, this is in the,
gates are up.
this is in the bushes behind the building.
Lovely.
Yeah, you probably find some bloke in there with a flashing match or something.
I
Yeah.
mean, even just on the road, I think now when we went over there, must have been about 5 times just over at the garrison.
The garrison's always good.
Yeah,
Ironically, just a little bit of just chucking this out there. When I was down in Honeycomb in Cornwall,
yeah,
the bloke that come halfway through our holiday, 2 doors up from us, I'll tell you about it in a minute, but his car had an accident and I was out there talking to him about it. He said, where are you from? I said, Shoeburyness. And he went, oh, is the garrison still there? He goes, I was stationed in there in 1983 in the barracks.
Was it?
And I went, oh wow, no, it's a massive complex now, like £1 million homes.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, shame that, because that was really good. And I told him, you know, about me and you, about you run a channel and I help you with it. And he said, oh, he would have loved it back then because the actual paranormal activity we got in the hospital and round by the old chapel.
Well, yeah, I mean, the buildings haven't gone. They've just changed their
Appearance, the use of them, isn't it?
yeah, they used to change. But
That's the broomway.
yeah, that was. Remember that road?
And
You
there's
sent me
the
that
red-
picture.
I sent you that because I photographed the organ.
Yeah.
Oh, the all down by the artillery
I
battery.
don't know if anyone can see that. It's actually my Instagram, but that was. I don't think you see that at all.
Can you bring it a bit closer?
Can you widen it up?
Yeah, you might have to widen it up. There's one, if you can see the dot
You see that your.
I don't know if you can.
right above
My head.
Adam's head there. That's it there. That's the orb there.
That was the last time I was over the garrison. That was just me and Rudy was doing a little live stream.
So is that when your two friends turned up to
Yeah, they were sitting on top, weren't they?
the two friends? So I was sitting there thinking, ain't it funny how two boys turn up on mountain bikes, sat there with their phones out, having a smoke.
That's where we got that explosion, didn't we? And
Yeah.
that guy got injured in the explosion.
Yeah.
And got killed.
Yeah.
The bloke on the horse was saying, "Oh, you know."
That's that's
Remember
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was a different thing again. Because we'd already helped a chap called Peter cross over. He actually come through. He actually come through on my spirit box.
Have you got one?
No. There we go. That's all again. But yeah, we caught this. Yes, picked up the guy on the horse and that. And the previous time I've been over there was with Tina and Jay, freaking Tracy, and yeah, we just come through on the spirit box, Peter, and yeah, that was a good evening.
That was.
Yeah.
We go.
He was born in a barn. See?
You know, he might be a.
Most Southend people don't know how to shut doors. You know that? I found that out. Most Southenders don't know how to shut a door.
It might be Essex, not just Southend.
Oh, all the people I know live from Southend. They don't know how to shut doors.
Well, he's a sort of part Viking.
Yeah,
He's used to the windy weather.
we lived in a barn.
So anywhere you'd like to go,
Oh yeah,
local to here.
yeah,
You up for the Epping Forest?
yeah. And the one that what you said earlier, that
St.
St.
Peter's.
Peter's. That I'd like
A big one.
like to go to Eastbury Manor again.
Yes,
I've not been there.
that'd be good. And Valence House. Valence House is good.
Eastbury Manor's in Bark.
I do want to do Borley Rectory because I've never been there.
That's all in debunked though, isn't it? Borley Rectory.
No, it's hard to debunk a photo
It's
of a
not
brick
there,
hanging in
it's
the
not
middle
there
of the woods.
It's
anymore.
not there anyway.
No, no, but it's just the
Cool.
area. The area still have residual energy in it.
It's a pity we can't.
No matter how many times you knock it down and build houses on it, it's still going to have residual there.
You know that house where the kids. Where was that house where the youngsters and they had spiritual activity? Oh, the
Borley Rectory is the famous one with the ghost on the stairs, isn't it?
yeah, I know that.
That was debunked because that was 2 days pictures. That was.
Well, have you seen Conjuring 2 when they
Yeah.
were doing that house?
That's the Enfield house. That's 10
Enfield.
Green Street in Enfield.
What about the Enfield place? Is that still there?
That's still there. The trouble is that's been debunked by a lot of people. I don't know why because
Right, two has entered the room.
You didn't shut the door, bro.
Did I not?
Yeah, no.
Oh, so
You didn't shut the door, bro.
Sure.
Left it open.
did you get in?
not hard enough, no.
I'll still stick the blue light on. The blue light of death will be going on.
You're gonna make smudges on the ceiling.
I'm trying to do that without smudging.
The blue light of death is now on.
So it'll attract it.
Gotcha.
Blue death.
Sorry, he's gone there.
That's a blue portal. There you go.
Yeah. Cheers. Yeah, that's
Down there, not.
There's Coombe Gibbet near and
I beg your pardon.
Coombe Gibbet.
Oh, Coombe Gibbet.
Yeah,
I wish it'd come quick, Jimmy.
my ex from a long time ago.
You still got that bloody
Penny come quick
come
roundabout.
quick,
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
Yeah,
Still giggle now over it.
you're just a nightmare, aren't you?
No, you're not. I'm human.
How long ago did you drive around the roundabout? It's got to be at least a week.
It's a week, but we went round it 3 times. We went round it an extra time just to hear the sat nav say it.
Penny come quick.
So I say, yeah, Penny come quick. Google it. Penny come quick
No,
roundabout.
I believe you.
It's a massive roundabout underneath the
Where is it? In where?
Plymouth.
I'll probably jump around it then.
It's a big roundabout underneath a flyover.
Yeah.
Really good. Take the next left onto the slip road to Pennycombe Quick roundabout.
What did you say?
Take the slip road to Pennycombe Quick. Whoa! Calm down there.
There's some strange names in this country for sure.
Yeah, there was a place in Cornwall, but I can't say it on YouTube.
Why?
Cockend Road.
There's a place called Cockford in Southwark.
There's a place called Fucking in Sweden as well, but we don't go
We're
there.
not
Yeah.
going to Sweden, are we?
It's a long drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we could fly. Swim.
Your thing just went. You're live. I don't know what that meant.
Oh,
It means we've been talking to ourselves for
Yeah.
half an hour.
No, we have been broadcasting for an hour and 50.
okay. Well, you know, 20 minutes, I suppose.
We've had no more comments, so if
Okay.
anyone wants to ask any of our mediums a question, please
Yeah.
feel free to.
Yeah.
We have the lovely Rude Master over there, and Gloria over there, and Adam.
Mm.
So please feel free to ask any questions.
Webmeister.
The Rude Master.
It's a webmeister.
Rudy Master. He's a Rudy Master to me. He's a webmaster to
Webmaster,
you.
Minty
I get called a lot of things, mate.
I've heard that.
Rude boy.
Yo, Rude Boy.
Rude boy, yeah.
Isn't there a song called Rude Boy?
Yes.
Oh,
by,
Rihanna.
Rihanna, yeah. Yeah, I like a mix that of 50 Cent in the club.
I like that. I've heard the long version.
Mm.
50 Cent in the club.
I'd
Yeah,
like to
love
remix,
it. Love it.
if I could do it, 50 Cent, PIMP, with the Radio 1 version of
Well, 50.
PINT.
Oh, 50 pence.
They call it the thing. I
It's
don't know
50
what
pence.
you've heard about me,
Yeah.
but you ain't getting a Smirnoff for free.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, 50 pence.
You can sit yourself on my knee, keep your hands off my
Off my
PINT.
PINT.
I love that. I'd love to mix those two together. I really would.
I've got this a cappella of 50 Cent in the club.
Mm.
Go.
Go shorty, and then
It's your birthday.
I'll loop the first 4 bar, loop the first 4 bars of Rude Boy. Wow, 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 and then I just drop it.
We'll have to come in one of your sessions one day.
Yeah, quite lively. As I keep saying to people, I'm in Brentwood on Thursday night. It's not me, you know.
Could you mix Barbie Girl with Smack My Bitch? Could you technically do it? Because that would be a laugh.
It,
Must be a way of doing it.
it'd be short samples, I think, because
Yeah. Or the Birdie song
beat-
that smacks my bitch up or something like that.
I'd have to look at the BPMs. But if
You've got synchro, haven't you?
yeah,
You'll get everything right.
I think I'd have to have a look at the BPM and see what.
Because there was a group, there was a, I don't know if it was a DJ or a group or something, but they remixed Every Breath You Take with Chasing Cars with Snow Patrol.
Oh, I heard that. That was really
And
good.
that was a really
amazing.
good remix. Like the way
Yeah.
it fitted together. It's
Yeah.
just,
I want to do some of that. I want to do some new stuff. Mix different tracks together. You know, like
When I go,
remixes.
when I'm in a bit of a zone, I'll go from rap to drum and bass without dropping a beat.
Mm.
But it literally, I started with 50 pence now.
50 pence with PINT and his
50 Cent.
pork pies.
I
Yeah.
start with that 50 Cent a cappella, I drop Rude Boy on it, play
Yeah.
Rude Boy, and then I sample the last bit of lyrics off of Rude Boy, and then I drop Shy FX,
Yes.
and it mixes really well. Because they are, although drum and bass you think it's quick, it isn't.
It's not all of it is,
in
no.
BPM terms, it isn't. It's roughly the same as what some R&B tunes are. So I was able to go from one to there to there seamless.
Mm.
And it's,
Well, if you
yeah,
go back-
Slowly go into.
If you go back to the
Yeah.
old R&B with what's his name, R. Kelly and stuff like that, and Drew Hill, and all that. That's really old school. That's really slow stuff. You could actually mix that with a lot of like modern stuff.
Yes, R. Kelly's a bloody.
I don't know. I don't mean R. Kelly, but that's the only.
No,
But
do
you
you
had
know what's-
Drew Hill. You had
Yeah.
the what was it? What's his name? Oh God, Jodeci. That's the other group.
Yeah.
Jodeci.
Yeah.
Candy Rain. Brilliant song. But I wonder if what you could mix with Ghost Town's specials.
I like the electronic stuff. Some of that as well.
Could you mix what's his name? I feel like someone's watching me with Ghost Town. Rockwell, that's it. Yeah, Rockwell with Ghost Town. You must be able to, because they're two identical songs with actual lyrics. I feel like someone's watching me. And Ghost Town's about obviously, you know, the fall of the 70s with all the, you know. But it's kind of the Ghost Town with sort of like, I feel like someone's watching me.
They done one of it, an Ed Sheeran song, and it was really, really good. I was bowling at the time with some other people. And I heard this remix, and I thought, wow, it was fucking Ed Sheeran with some other like remix. I thought,
Because I heard years ago, and this is going back about 25 years ago, Ghostbusters with the Ghost Town specials. And they actually, the way that, you know, when you got the synthesized part, they actually mixed that in with it. And it was like, you know, you're sitting there listening to this going, this actually works. And it really was good. And do you think I could find it? Can't find it anywhere.
I remember getting an early mix years and years ago. It was Billie Jean with Eric B and Rakim, and I You Got Soul.
Yeah.
That worked so well. The funny thing was, it was me and it was my mate Carl, who we both got hold of the same mix at the same time, completely independently of each other.
Got a question from Tate Thomas.
Yes.
Are ghosts real?
Yeah.
Yes.
I kind of don't like calling them ghosts, 'cause I like to call them spirit.
Two different things.
Yeah.
A ghost is
I'll let you explain. You
A
explain
ghost
better.
is a recording in time, so it will keep doing the same thing
Is that called residual energy
at
though?
the same. Yeah, it will. Yeah. So
Sound
if
type
you
thing.
go and talk to it, it won't interact with you. It will
because
walk
it
straight
just
through you.
replays like video.
Yeah. And if you see some ghosts have got their legs missing, or they seem to be floating above the ground, and that's because at the time they are doing what they're doing, and now between that time the floor has either been raised or dropped.
Yeah. And you see
A
him with
spirit.
the head under or
It's a sentient being that will interact with you.
Yes. How'd that answer your question, Tate? Any more questions? For some reason, this is missing questions, but I'm getting them on here. Weird.
strange.
Oh, it's technology. Isn't
I
it?
know.
All teched up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Too much tech.
So I'm wondering if what that was I called Rettendon was a ghost or a manifestation.
What do you mean? What? Who?
Which is to see to his legs.
Oh, what, in that cemetery?
No.
You were standing there and someone said, and you look round like that, and then you can see it walking along your left, the one behind you, that one on your opening video? Is that the one you're talking about?
I think so.
Because I thought that was in the cemetery.
Oh,
behind.
in my intro,
On the
yes,
video?
yeah, that was at Rettendon.
Was it?
on the second visit? One of my subscribers spotted that.
It's apparent once you see it though.
Yeah,
And I've
yes.
zoomed right in on it and tried to enhance it, and that's not a cat, a dog, or anything else.
No.
That's something there that you can't explain.
Yeah,
And that's
So-
what I like about the paranormal, because there's things that can be debunked, and that can't be debunked.
No.
Because it's not a full person, it's not a full apparition, it's just, it looks like legs, like,
Yeah.
you know.
and there was, there was a couple of people that commented, I was just one of his crew. I said, well, no, because at that point all the crew was back the other side of the camp at that point.
This is the thing about certain, I've got to be careful what I say here, but there's a certain thing about YouTube channels that like to fake a lot of their stuff.
Yeah.
They do it a lot, and there's good things like there's a bloke called Beardo that likes to debunk a lot of channels, and I let people watch if they want to watch, but they're quite insightful. A lot of the big names that got a lot of subscribers and like to falsify a lot of stuff, and that's why I like what you do, Adam, because I've been there when this stuff's happened with Rudy as well at St Margaret's Church. There's no way that could have been falsified, the information we got.
No.
And what we picked up, the voices as well,
Yeah.
even on EVPs, there's no way that can be falsified. And
No.
then when because obviously where I was working at the time, I went back and looked for the records and it actually matched what that woman said. There's no way that could be falsified or even.
Well,
No
that's
way.
it. That's the proof, isn't it?
Yeah.
You get the proof.
Because you may not understand it at the time.
No.
There's always a way. There's always a trail you can find to go and take you back there.
Of course, yeah.
Except for the abandoned house in Malden.
There's got to be something about that house somewhere.
Yeah. Probably in some old paper cutting from Malden. The Malden Gazette or Ye Olde Malden Gazette, whatever it's called.
There's
Maybe
a couple of farmhouses around there. I wonder if the people who live there have been there long enough to know
Possible.
anything about it.
Well, the only way you're going to do that is by knocking on doors, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I'd happily do that.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice. I mean, most people don't like that. If you say, oh, I've been interested in that house, the history of it, do you know anything about it? And someone goes, oh, yeah, my mum knows that. Hang on a minute. You got my mum. You speak to them on the phone.
Exactly.
There's always someone that knows.
Yeah.
Oh, my mum lived here when they were there.
Yeah. And it would just be so cool if it turned out that everything we managed to pick up was.
Well, how else would you
Right.
can you
Some sort of
verify it?
But the good thing about it is the videos, you document it. So documentation, the more information you get or the more things you get about that location, there's always someone that's going to watch it and come across it in a year or two's time and go, I know that place.
Yeah.
I live next door to that.
Yeah.
And they'll message you out of the blue and go, I was, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, that's the beauty of it.
Yeah, because I still get it even now on some of my older videos, someone commenting, well, yeah, okay.
But I've noticed
I know
when
that.
doing these lives, you get a lot of Reading stuff come through. People
Yeah.
that love the Reading stuff.
Yeah, I want to get a couple more bits done, so but it's just my time's been taken up elsewhere. So I hope I can get one more visit down there and then do the other couple of bits which I've been longing to get on. So
Well, hopefully with that new stuff as well, that'll speed up your editing as well.
Mm.
A hell of a lot.
yeah,
Because that would make your editing about 5-6 times faster than what you're doing at the moment.
Yeah.
So.
yeah, maybe I can get 2 done in a day.
Might be able to get more than that.
Yeah. The only downside with the Ghost Hunter tours is because of there all night. There's a lot more footage to
Go for it, yeah.
to cut down. It does slow down.
You need to be in the
Towards
mindset
it.
for it, though, don't you? To actually do it, you've got to actually give it a good few hours to actually do it. You can't just do it on the fly for 5 minutes
No.
and come back to it the next day. You've got to do it in one.
Yeah, I mean, I was doing that with the last Ramsgate one. I just kept coming back to it and doing bits and pieces and before I get pulled away. But it's remembering where, like, I'll leave the cut line where I've stopped, and then I have to go back a little bit just to remind myself.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then carry on again. But yeah, the Ghost Hunters tour. I mean, as amazing as the places are, because recorded so much in those places, it takes a long time to sit there and go through it all. And particularly with Ramsgate tunnels, there were so many bloody orbs flying about in that tunnel. And it's like, yeah, I've got to leave this bit in because you can see that, you can see this, you can see that. And you can hear me saying, I think it was at Greg or Glenn. He wasn't a crew, but he was at Guildhall. He has been out as crew, but he wasn't as crew there. But he was with me at Ramsgate tunnels. I'm like, you see those lights? Yeah, I can see them. And the funny thing was that the woman that's sitting to the left of me, she kept saying she could see orbs, but they weren't picking up with my camera. So
I know we had quite a few problems with the cameras, didn't we? Because they were coming out misty, some of the pictures.
Oh yeah, taking the stills.
Was,
Yeah.
was yours doing
Mine
that
was
as well?
doing the same thing.
Mentioned in Ratton, Neil Hyde said, hooked on Essex boys, still hang on. Does DN know who done it? The rat.
According to what I've done so far,
What does that even mean? No, that's
He knows exactly what he means.
Don't,
DN.
no, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I don't want to know.
Right, I won't say anything. At the very least, DN was a lot more heavily involved than what the official records would state. And
That's Duncan Nutella, by the way.
Duncan was telling about that.
Hey?
Can't say his name on camera.
No. I did randomly when last time I was in Dover before Dover Castle. I did have that kind of confirmed that he was there. so I know that he was at the scene when his witness statement just said he was the getaway driver. But it was a random conversation I had with someone.
Yeah.
That he hadn't. He had
He
no
wasn't
reason to
just
come
a
out
deaf-
with what he did, and I had no reason to doubt him because of the way he said it.
Sarah says she's got to say good night. So good night, Sarah.
Good night, Sarah.
Good night, Sarah.
Sleep
Tha-
well.
Yeah, thank you for that. And
Trouble is, everyone that knows about the Essex boys and
Mm.
Retton knows that DN was involved in it more than what the films and
yeah, I mean, those of us that have dug in and have made a lot of research into it know that. The one, I mean, which I will say now, the one issue we do get with the Retton and stuff is that it's one of those things where you could tell people that grass is green and they'll argue the toss with you.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I have noticed, and I've come in from flack from a few people for doing it, but the funny thing is, it's like I'll get a comment from someone at sort of 3 o'clock in the morning saying, "This is BS. Why are you wasting your time?" Well, to be fair, mate, you're sitting there at 3 o'clock watching my content.
Yeah.
You know, so who's the one that's wasting their time here?
Yeah. If you don't believe it, don't watch it.
And by the way, you're
If you don't want to learn,
contributing to
don't
my
watch
own. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're contributing to what small.
Neil
no,
says
yeah.
Steele is not the shooter, nor Jack.
I think that's. I mean, that's pretty much a given.
Mm.
That if anyone who's taken a look at it, that Mickey and Jack were not responsible. I do get the feeling that Mickey knew, probably knew it was going to happen. May have been involved somewhere down the line, but no, he weren't there.
No.
But there's still. So there's still. Depending on how much time I get to invest back into it, because I did start doing the timelines, and I was going to do it in the style that I did Billy Jasper's, visiting the sites that each Craig, Pat, and Tony, their timelines up to the point where they converged and they went to the plane. Hopefully, I'll have a bit more time in January to get onto that and finish that off, because that's going to take a while. Because Albert Patrick was helping me from TMI, and so this year I've just been massively pulled away. So there's that, and I want to pay a much closer look at Darren Nichols. What do we say?
Duncan Nutella.
Duncan Nutella. Yeah, I want to pay much more attention to Duncan Nutella, into what I can find out about his psychology, or look at all the information we've got about him, what his mindset was like.
Here's an idea, Adam, just to put this out there. I mean, you can say no if you want to. I've already done you an idea. But why not, just after Christmas, put a poll up on one of the YouTube channels to spend a couple of videos doing random, or places you can choose more. I don't know, maybe put a poll up there for like more random stuff, some random Nautica stuff, or more church stuff, and see what the poll says, see what the people
The
want to
rest
see.
would just go bang like that.
I know they would.
Yeah. That's just, I want to try.
But just an idea like that. a poll.
Once I've got a line under written, and as I say, I want to do this last visit.
I'd like to attend with you if you don't mind.
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, by all means. Get the timeline bits done, and because there's other stuff as well about the other sightings. That was because that's what I started to look at with Albert. Because as far as I'm concerned, once that last visit's done, the timelines and Nichols, I want to draw a line under it, because there's no more that you can really delve into unless you want to go, because it's a massive rabbit hole, the Retton murders, massive Retton, because you start going down it, and there's other people that get pulled in, because it's to do with the Canning Town gangs and all the rest of it. It's a massive. I'm purely interested in the people that were there at the time and what happened at the time, and there's a gap where what were they doing between this time and that time, because no one you know, no one really knows. But it's got to be done carefully. That's
Oh,
what I'm
totally.
saying, because we go down and record it, and if anything sensitive comes through, like what happened with Patricia Parsons, I'm going to need to cut those little bits out. I'll leave as much in as I can, but you know, if there's anything sensitive that comes through, you know, because there's a lot of people still alive that knew them, you know, and knew people was involved. So yeah, it's got to be handled very sensitively.
There's a lot of stuff you can't do.
Yeah, but as I say,
Sensitivity and
yeah,
respect.
once that's done, I just want to sort of draw on, because there is other unsolved murders I really want to look into. You know, we've managed to deal with 2 so far, with Kevin Whitaker and Patricia Parsons, and I'd really like to help.
There's
anyone
quite a
else
few
that ended up
to
like
look
that.
into, but I mean, obviously, we've got to be a bit tactile and a little bit respectful when it comes to the latest ones, like, you know, Nicola Beauty and all that. So
Yeah,
you know, that's something I wouldn't touch, not in the next 20 years,
no,
because it's just too close. I mean, even 20 years ago is still too fresh, because there's still family members that still
Yeah.
going through it. You know, so we've got
I
to
mean,
be respectful. on
even
that.
the situation up with Maxine, Maxine Arnold, the 2 that were found dead down Lover's Lane that have been shot.
Yes.
I can't remember the guy's name now.
Do you reckon that was
Terry's.
a jealous jealous boyfriend, jealous,
Oh, the Terry and Maxine?
Yeah.
No.
or wrong place, wrong time?
No, that was a planned hit. It was just no one knows who done it. There's various theories, but because I had to pull, I did the video, but I had to pull it. Well, this is what I'm getting to. That was a murder that happened. I think it was either just before, or just after Patricia Parsons. But there were people. There's still people alive who knew them, and the lady that contacted me to ask me to remove the content was she would have been the niece of Maxine. So obviously her dad was Maxine's brother.
So if you did the actual, if you could get research onto the actual case, and then find loved ones that are parents, family, brothers, sisters, contact one of them to ask their permission. And if the whole family's unanimous to say, yeah, we don't mind the footage going out, then you could.
With newer stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Because obviously it'd be like, because you've got to remember the good thing about it as well, you're not only covering old ground, but you're bringing it back to the forefront of people's minds. So someone might be sitting there watching it, as I say, a few weeks later, a few days later, a few months later, and go, oh, fuck, why did I mention that? You know, and they'll contact and come forward. There was a chance of that.
Not only that, though, there's a serious risk of opening old wounds that are not meant to be opened.
That's the other thing about
that
asking
was the
permission.
problem. Yeah.
And that's the thing where you're really
Terry Good have had that was it.
you're really treading on thin ice there,
Yeah.
right?
Because I know. That's what I'm saying about.
That's where my limits. You know, I mean, I'm not. As I say, if I don't feel I should go there, I won't.
That's what I mean about with Nicola Beauty,
I mean,
and plenty of people have done it.
You might,
And I'm
or
like-
you might, but
And
not me.
Nicola Beauty, that's one thing that I wouldn't do in my lifetime. That's too close, too soon. Even going back, I mean,
Not only that, it's connections. You know, you might be connected to certain people that don't want to be connected.
yeah, exactly.
You
It's
know,
like Tony. Do you remember the Tony Bennett? Not Tony Bennett, the little boy on the moors.
Oh,
They never found.
Oh, with
Terry Bennett, was it?
Ian Brady and
Brady and Moira.
They never found the body, and
No.
I'm surprised that no one's actually come forward to actually say, right, let's actually see if we can kind of put. I mean, Mum passed away
People
now,
might have done, but if nothing comes of it, we won't hear about it.
no.
but it'd be nice to get some peace for that family, you know, because that's the positive stuff about this. I mean, when
That's
I mean-
all very well, but you need their permission to do
yeah,
it.
that's what I mean, going through the
You know, it's all
commission.
very well opening these investigations, but you got really.
That's the key, though.
got
You have to.
nothing do with
If
it.
they say actually, it actually might spark someone's memory, or it actually might help people remember, or if you find anything that could help the police.
That could just as well have an opposite effect, though.
Yes, it could, which is
So,
why you've got to get
you've
full
got to
disclosure
get
from the
all this-
family.
into perspective, and you've got to think of every avenue when you're doing stuff like that, because you're investigating, you're unearthing and investigating stuff that may not want to be unearthed or investigated.
Exactly.
It's all
I mean,
very well
when I got in with Adam,
having the ability and the skill to do it, but like you say, I mean, a lot of the police forces, some of them do work with mediums
Yeah.
and psychics.
But being a medium doesn't mean you're always going to get it right.
No, that's right.
So you could get there.
but it's that
So
it's
you-
that one
and either
1% anomaly.
misinterpret it.
It's that 1% anomaly that someone picks up something that's so important, and that's the reason why I got into this. Because what I thought when first met Adam and he said his YouTube, and it crossed my mind is, wonder what good can happen by helping people or helping spirit. And that was always in my mind. It was never. That's why I'm on this side of the camera and not on that side, because for me it's more about helping and about making a difference and changing. One slightest bit of positivity or change is good to me. So yeah, you're right. I totally agree with you. Really.
I mean, it's different. All right.
But if you go down the
It's-
proper channels of
I mean,
asking the family,
I mean, look. I mean,
they can either say yes or no.
not being funny, but it's just all fairly new to you.
Yeah,
I mean, it's all exciting and all fluffy.
I wouldn't say it's exciting. It's more.
and, you know, all interesting, fluffy. But
I wouldn't say fluffy.
when you're doing all this stuff, you know, you got to take other things into consideration because it's the responsibility. You know,
There's a huge responsibility with being a medium.
and you know, a lot of people think, oh yeah, it's really good. You're doing this. You're digging up this.
I'm
veins."
not doing this for
That it
notoriety or
connects in and
glam.
that.
I'm doing this because it feels right to make a difference.
But you take the responsibility. So if you uncover something that's not meant to be uncovered or intrude on kind of, you know, someone's toes or whatever, then you take responsibility.
Or worse, get it wrong and someone who's not
Yeah,
involved is
it's
implicated.
not involved in
And
Yeah,
then their
you
lives are
wouldn't name
destroyed.
names. That's the thing. As a medium, you wouldn't name names because you can only go on facts. You can go on, oh, that site over there might be a possibility, and you can search
It's not a
it.
fact. What might be a possibility
But
is a hunch.
on a site is different to a person because you're not actually.
Yeah.
You can't actually increment a site, can you? You
No,
can't actually
but what
make a
we get
site
through
just
It's brought
justifiable.
to us by someone who's passed.
Hmm.
And that will be a person. And that person, when they were down here, would have had a name.
Exactly. And you're creating links and ties,
Mm.
and that
Yeah.
mate, you know, you've got to be aware of this. It's not just, oh, you're at a site and you get this, you know, someone's got to give you that information
Yeah, it's got to come from somewhere.
somewhere. And you've got to be kind of, as the mediums say, you're only as good as your guides.
Yeah.
And you could get it wrong.
And it
like
might
she
be the
say.
person, the victim actually doesn't want it.
Exactly.
Helen P, I'm here for the first time.
Hello, Helen P.
Hello, Helen P.
Hello, Ellen P, welcome.
Hi.
I totally respect that and I get what you're saying. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, I've been in this.
That's
since I
why
was
I'd
young.
never do fresh
Yeah,
ones. In
and
the
we-
next past
and we
40
do-
years, I've never touched
And
one.
you do learn these. You do get this.
Mm.
You do learn the pitfalls and the, you know, because what you say resonates,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
you've got to be very, very careful.
Yeah,
Very
totally.
careful.
Because there's, I mean, there's a lot of, I feel like cold cases from 70, 80 years ago
Yeah.
that are being uncovered now.
I mean, I would look at the more historical cases.
That's the ones I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more interested in the
Absolutely.
history aspect of it because, you know, all that we know or been taught is not necessarily true, is it?
No, it's not.
No.
So
That's why
you
it's
have
called
to-
his story.
Yeah.
But I'm interested in stuff that can be verified.
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
So that those houses we went to.
So if you go back too
So
far, 300
frustrating.
years, you can't actually.
Well,
if you
you
went
can
back-
look in archives, you can look in records.
But if you went back 50 years plus, there's chances are you could actually find the details.
9 times out of 10, stuff is documented somewhere.
Because
Mm.
I think in terms of like missing persons and murders and things,
Mm.
I'm going to stand with you on this. I think
Yeah,
it's a very, very emotive and very
I really don't feel.
This is what I said. This is what I said at the start. Anything 40, 50 years young,
That's not
wouldn't-
going to help
I
anyone.
wouldn't
is
touch.
it?
as I said, a lot of YouTubers jumped on the Nicola Bewley bandwagon, and I think they're a bunch of complete F-heads for doing it because it's too sensitive. Even up to 20 years ago with the Soham sisters, the twins and all that, to think it's wrong, they shouldn't touch that. But 70 years ago,
I mean, the serum. I mean, for the serum sisters, the stuff like that is cut and dry. We know.
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't know the
Yeah.
exactly. I don't want to know what they went for. That would be way too harrowing.
Yeah.
But we know it was at Ian.
Brady.
Huntley?
Yeah.
Sorry, in Huntley.
And
There was a thing on
Maxine.
Netflix.
Oh.
Yeah, Maxine
Amazon
Parker.
Prime recently, wasn't
Yeah.
there, about that? What happened?
But there's certain
Yeah.
people, coming up
That's-
with the Millie Downing stuff again, and it's like leave it alone. It's too young.
Yeah.
Leave it
And
alone.
again, we know who's responsible for that.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
those events are cut and dry. In that we know, who was responsible and what the rough course of events was.
The
We
trouble
don't
is-
want to go digging.
Trouble is, what you don't know is that the actual bloke that done it was actually friends and tied in with the father. That's just recently come to light, and I'm like, just leave it. Just leave it. It's been done.
And that was, I mean, nothing's going to be done about the father about it. So
He's dead anyway. Isn't he?
well, that's the thing.
It's not really our role.
No,
it's not our role to do that.
I mean,
See, like you say, it's not our role, and it's not what the thing we do. We're paranormal paranormal investigators, and we investigate histrionics and stuff that's happened in history, anything to do with the paranormal, really. We're not obviously cold case investigators, you know.
No.
I mean, we're not.
I don't think I'd want to be.
I mean,
with cheers. I mean, with Patricia and
you guys.
yeah.
That's not what my mediumship or glorious is about.
No.
I mean, with Patricia and Kevin, it was a case of bringing them peace to me. That was what it was all about.
That's the reason why I got into this with you.
It's just bringing them peace, which is what we did.
It's to bring peace, and it's
Yeah, but that's done now.
to bring peace with no
that's-
glam or no notoriety or anything. But it's to bring peace and calm to another human being. That's the reason why I got into it. It wasn't about the glam for me. It wasn't about all this. It's about making a difference in someone's life to give them some sort of positivity to move on. Because you've got to remember, we look at the dead, but there's still the living that need healing. So if I can heal someone with Adam's help by sharing a bit of information or doing a certain site that's old and it gives someone peace of mind, that's a positive step.
Yeah, but you got to take, like I said, you got to take responsibility that goes with that.
Of course I do.
You know, it's not just saying that and saying this is where it is. You got to take responsibility and say they've got their info they need, but and they're happy with that.
I'll tell you something.
And opening new wounds again.
The one things I noticed when I was in Bodmin jail was there was the Lightfoot brothers, and they were basically highwaymen that done over a merchant, and this was going back in the 1600s,
That's
1700s.
way back.
That's the stuff that I mean. That's the stuff that I mean.
But there's no way of verifying what you get.
No,
way.
but
So
as I said to you, anything in this century, I don't want to touch. Anything from the past, from the 20s, literally from 1930s onwards, I don't want to touch because it's too fresh, and it's not my business to change that.
But there's no point in doing anything before that either, because.
There is. The records go back to the 1810s.
No. I mean, personally, and this is just my opinion, and other people may think differently. I personally don't have any desire to go back to murder sites and try and work out what happened or who did it,
No, I'm not. That's for things not my beef.
Like I
or
said,
how it happened or anything
like I
else.
said,
If
it's
they
cold
come,
case, isn't it?
if they come back and they say, can you pass this message on to so and so, and they give me a really specific piece of information, like in my bedroom on the windowsill there was a little horse made of pewter, and you put that on YouTube and someone hears it and passes it on to the parent, and the parent goes, oh my god, they really are still here. That it's not the end of their lives. They've got.
But that's the type of stuff that I want.
But the chances of getting that are so slim.
I know, but
And getting it to the people that need it are slim.
we
And
never
your
thought we'd be sitting here.
information has got to be 100%.
And that's exactly
But we
what I'm
never
saying. You've
thought
got to
we'd
be a
be sitting
shit
here.
top medium to
We
do
never,
that.
Yeah.
a year ago, we never thought we'd be sitting here with a 3-year-old girl sitting there telling us about her life.
I know, of course.
That's
we
what I
do.
mean. It's the
But that
anomalies like
doesn't
that.
make us great mediums.
No, it doesn't.
And
But
it's personally, I would not want the responsibility of getting involved in anything like that, because all I'd have to do is misinterpret what I'm given. And to be honest, spirit come through and they say things, and you can say, oh, right, I've got this, or you say, are you moving home? They go, no. And all they've done is they've shown you a key. it could be that they've just unlocked something important in their life, or it could
Or
be that they're
key to
hiding
success
something.
or something like that.
Yeah, or you know,
Mm.
but nearly everything is open to the interpretation of the medium. And yes, we can go on our clairsentience, and it feels like this or it feels like that. But when it comes to things that are so important and so I just think I don't know. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it. Stand up in church, giving messages to people from their dead loved ones. That's absolutely fine.
I've done that, and I think, you know, even then you think, well, hang on, there's a lot riding on this, because you've got to get the message right. So you can create that connection, and they can take it. If they can't, then you move on to someone else. But it's different in the murder investigation thing.
But I'd never do a murder investigation. Not one.
Well, no, this is-
Historical stuff that's been documented, yeah.
Experience. You don't just wake up one morning and go,
oh yeah.
"Oh, medium."
But it takes a long. I mean, I've sat in several circles over the many years. I've experienced a lot of things, and even then, you can't be 100%. No one is 100%. No one, and we all get stuff wrong. We do. It's It's the human failing, I'm afraid. You're only as good as the information and the guides that give it to you.
Well, it takes work.
This is the thing, Rudy.
And
I'm not
take
into.
responsibility.
I'm
for doing it.
not into live stuff.
No.
Where you are, where Gloria can see certain spirits and all that, and talk to them. For me, it's the stone tape effect. I can walk into a room and I can feel what happened in that room, the energy in that room, and I get images in my head, like we went to Eye of Marsden. I see what was happening.
Yeah, it's empath.
It's the recording of that.
You pick up on residual energy.
Yeah, that's what I'm like a tape recorder for residual energy. That's what I want to see.
Empathic.
Yeah.
You know, because you're feeling the event.
Don't get me wrong, I'd love to be sitting and have a conversation with someone that passed away, but I can't.
Mate, you wouldn't be.
I'd be a bit more open-minded towards it. I'm not
it's not
glamorising it, but I'd be a
roses,
bit more
mate.
open-minded towards it. But
Not all brilliant.
for me, it's more going into what's happened to see what's happened, and seeing what
But even
happened.
then, you've got to be spot on if you're going to
Yeah, even then you've got to be 101%.
When I went to Eye of Marsden, I doubted it, and the woman was standing next to me, and she knew the history of the place, and she kept. Adam was there, and she said, "What can you feel?" I went, "Crushing on her chest," and Adam felt it as well. She went, "Well, that chief engineer, the one that I with moustache that I pointed out in the picture," she went, "Yeah, he was crushed by the helicopter. The helicopter fell on his chest when he was repairing it."
Yeah.
Now I see that, and because that was what happened in that hangar, and it was the exact person I pointed out on there that she said that was him. I got the name wrong. Because
but getting the name wrong doesn't seem like a big deal.
No.
If you were doing something that important, that would be a huge mistake.
But I wouldn't walk into a live crime scene, whether it's 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. What I'm talking about is a case that's been 60 years. I would never do it because I wouldn't want to get involved in that.
There are things that we wouldn't do.
For me, all I'm interested in doing is proving that life is continual.
Yeah.
That when we die,
it carries on.
You just lose your vessel when you're still out there.
Yeah, that's our aim. That's anyone's aim, and our connection to the light.
Yes.
And we make that connection, and it is valid, you know, because we can't. Some people have got that ability to do that, and obviously other abilities as well. But it's putting them in the right context, isn't it?
Well, I'm happy with my abilities because when I was in Bodmin Jail, I mean, walking in those cells and the kids were running that and they walked to another cell, when it was all quiet, I stood there and I could actually feel and see certain images in there, and it was really, really nice.
Did they still have the paranormal room?
Did they? Yeah.
I didn't go in there.
Oh, that was crap as well. Honestly, I got nothing for that.
I didn't go in the paranormal room because it just...
Actually, a good one to do would be the dungeons in York.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be good though.
I mean,
Yeah, that's where Dick Turpin was hung.
Oh. Yeah.
Shambles, that's got loads of history as well.
Shambles.
Yeah.
Beautiful, isn't it? I do like it around
The
there.
Christmas shop.
I've not been there around
You've not seen the Christmas? No, it did. Not even Christmas. It's there all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Even in the summer.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I went in the summer.
And the Christmas shop was open.
Yeah.
Selling tinsels. Nice.
Yeah, it's just the display. It's like it's like how you'd have seen Christmas 60, 70 years ago. You know.
Oh, lovely.
That'd be really. Really good.
Oh, and Yorkie puds as well. Yorkie pud wraps.
There's a nuclear bunker, isn't there, in York?
Is that?
It's English Heritage. It's a small one of the small ones. It would only have had a crew of maybe 7 people.
Well, the biggest one is Kelvedon, isn't it? In our area.
I've
No, in our area.
No, yeah, this is up in Yorkshire.
I've not been there.
So the one in York is really small, and then there's
They do, Rudy.
Holton, and it's absolutely humongous. And the 2 guys who own it, Holton, live in a flat right in the middle. So you go down like several floors, and then through the passage, and you go through the door into their flat. I said to him, "Isn't it weird living here?" And he said, "The silence can be quite deafening, yeah." And but they've now created little bars. There's a little bar with a pool table and
So you
a
hear the
jukebox
noises.
of
Yeah.
people doing ghost hunts. And tours of the place, then you go in and have a drink afterwards.
Well, Kelvedon they actually do
Smaller park,
after
Kelvedon.
dark.
No
Tourists.
one's died there though.
No, but you get the.
It was never operational.
Someone did die there actually when I was filling the concrete. When I was concreting the base fit, someone fell into it.
Oh, I knew that happened in Ley. I'm about why I didn't know about Kelvedon.
Kelvedon.
I've not seen
I think 1 or 2
I've never
people
seen
died when they were
anything
actually
written.
building it in the 50s. But I know Belton Way, a few people got chucked in there, and it's like
Um,
bow flyover. The amount of people that went in there.
One bloke fell in
Not intentional.
where the posts are, and because it was quick dry cement, all they could do was leave him. There's not even a plaque on there. You think they put something up there, remembrance or something, wouldn't you?
So when they come to knock that down, there'll be a skeleton in there.
Oh,
Right.
no, probably won't even be a skeleton. It's just like hermetically sealed.
Yeah. It's,
Well, the chemical effect of concrete will actually melt the flesh anyway, but there you go.
Yeah.
Heat produced from concrete, I don't know if you know, but when concrete sets, it gets red hot. You don't notice it, but it's red hot.
I cannot notice
It
it's
heat.
red
You
hot.
do feel the heat of it. You actually, I mean, when we was doing our thing out there, and it was quite cold, you can actually see the steam rising off the concrete.
Oh.
Literally early morning. And like,
Oh,
oh, that's a
no,
bit
no,
weird.
no,
You
no,
go over
it's
there and
the
touch
bloke
it, and it's
on
quite
one of-
warm.
One of the posts that hold the little flyer up in the car park. Yeah. What a fault.
But it's like bow flyover as well. The amount of people got chucked in there while I've been putting the concrete in there, and that wasn't intentional. That was done.
Yeah, see, this was unintentional, the guy fell in. But there's a little church along the railway line in Benfleet.
St Margaret's. That's the one
So
we
you
went
go
to.
past Hadley Castle
Bowes Gifford,
and you go down.
under Essex Way.
It's
Is it past
literally
Dixie
right next. No, I don't know. Right next to the railway line. It's tiny.
Yes, it's
Oh,
St Margaret's.
not St Mary's.
St Margaret's.
I don't know.
You
It's
got
really
you
small.
got the pubs.
I've only seen it from the train.
Okay.
Adam, that's where we went. Bowes Gifford. That's St Margaret's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Bowers Gifford.
You go underneath Essex Way, the one that goes to Canvey. Literally, as you go round the bend, that's Bowes Gifford, that area.
Oh no, it's
On the
fine.
right hand side, it's a little tiny church with a
Fine.
little road going up one side of it.
Let me find it. I'll find it.
I know, I drove past
You
it.
got St
24 years.
Mary's, which is
Oh no, you can't drive past it. There's only one road. It goes down. It's
That's
a
Church
dead end.
Lane.
That's where the
That's Church Lane. That's
Yeah,
where
you
that's
don't
where
drive
we
past
done our
it, though.
my first one with Adam and Rudy. That was St Margaret's.
St Margaret's.
St Margaret's at Bowes Gifford. That's the church he's talking about.
Oh yeah, that one on the hill.
No, the one
No,
by the railway
That's St
station.
Michael's.
Where we picked up Teresa, the one that was on the road that went up and got hit by a train.
Oh yeah, but where you got the bridge.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's the one she's talking about.
We got a fair bit there, didn't we? Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I've been there a few times. I mean, that was Adam joined us from Paranormal Essex.
That's a
That's
lovely
right.
church. That
That's
is.
right.
It's really tiny.
Yeah,
Right next to the railway line.
St Margaret's.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't find it.
Oh, it was good that.
Yeah.
That's the only church, I can tell you now, that's the only church by the side of the railway between Shoebiness and Pitsea.
St Margaret's, yeah, it is. There it is.
Well, that's the one we went.
There's the railway line.
That's it. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
saw that lady sitting on the bench, didn't we?
Yeah, crying,
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
It's only little.
That's where I couldn't pick her
Yeah.
up.
And it's still used.
But I could pick up
Yeah.
Other
what
stuff.
her running, but I couldn't pick up her crying because you're the one that picked up the voice and her. But I could pick up what happened leading up to that.
It's nowhere near the same.
Yeah, so when you piece the puzzle together,
That's why all 4 of us should be together
that's what I'm
because
saying.
we all piece the puzzle together.
Then we can build a kind of more stable kind of credible picture of what actually happened.
Like with the abandoned house in Malden. Gloria and I,
I weren't,
when we walked in, I mean, they knew that they'd been there 3 or 4 times, right, before us. And when walked in and said to Gloria about the Christmas tree and the table and then round it. And she mentioned the piano, and she said, "Where would the piano be?" And I went there. She went, "That's exactly what I'm saying."
Is
The
that
two
one,
rocking chairs where they used to sit in front of the open fire.
is that the one where you wouldn't go up?
I couldn't go in that room with that bird, that dead crow.
Yeah.
The one that they said to last time we went there, they said to Adam, "Go upstairs."
Why can you go in there?
Something stopped me. I could not cross that. Something would not let my
It's
body.
that crow. You didn't
There was a
go
crow
past it,
there.
did you?
There was something that wouldn't let me do that. I couldn't do it. My body physically, it was like there was a wall there, and I could see in the room, but I could not put my head past that threshold.
That's strange, isn't it?
But there was a reason for it. If you watch
Yeah.
Adam's video, there was a reason why Adam went up there, because he was stronger and protected. I wasn't.
Yeah, this is another thing as well. When you do this kind of work, you have to have the protection as well. That's paramount. If you don't have that, then you're going in like naked, basically.
Well, basically, Adam's given me some ideas. I've got some old.
You've got your own protection. The way you.
I've got to
you
start
do it,
doing this,
yeah.
but I've got some old letters from my granddad, and my granddad apparently is one of my spirit guides. And I've got
Good.
some.
That's
He
good.
wrote a
That
little
is very
biography about his life, and I've got them written in his handwriting, and I've got to somehow bind them up into a little package that I can keep on me, because I think
Yeah.
that might be a protection thing for me. I think you were saying that to me.
Yeah, it felt like
I've got no
it'd be
rings of it.
something personal to your granddad that would.
That is probably the nearest personal thing I've
It
got to
has
my
to be
granddad.
something like using your mind, like you're in a cocoon
Yeah.
of light, and that's usually good. I find that helps.
But like Adam
that's
wears his.
we've all got a
month
different way
off
of doing it, obviously.
Yeah.
You know. Right.
But I want to try that because anything sort of like protection like that
It's
would be.
like, I imagine it's like this light. It's like a glass dome.
Yeah. And
It's like you
nothing
put
can
a glass.
penetrate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like you put a glass dome around you, but it's a glow of light.
Yeah.
That's-
Would it be
penetrates
wrong?
it.
Because last time we went into that house, I imagine this is going to sound so odd, but I imagine myself. You know, one of those balls you walk in and you roll around on,
Oh,
field of air, the zips at the front.
Yeah.
I imagine myself in that because you said I've got to have
No, it's
protection.
okay because
So I imagine myself in that, but it was
Yeah.
pure crystal clear.
you're visualising it. You see,
Yeah.
and this is really good. This is what you've got to do before you do any work. Yeah.
Because I do really, when I go into places where I feel like when I went into the Eden Project, I just felt so much
Sterile.
negativity in there. It was sterile. There was no life in there. There was no soul, but there was certain negative parts on that. And all I done was, when I walked in places on my own, like the rainforest, around the back of the rainforest, when you walk over the rope bridge, it was just, I can't explain it, but it was a very foreboding feeling of I shouldn't be there. But I wasn't picking up me shouldn't be there. I was picking up on certain vegetation that shouldn't be there. Like what I got was like, say for example, there was plant A. Plant A was kind of like, it was weird. This sounds so stupid, but plant A was saying, I shouldn't be next to that. Get that fucking thing away from me.
Maybe you're picking
Plant
up,
B,
maybe
and it was the
you're picking
anger,
up
the
the,
top, the
on the
actual
plants.
Yeah, the plants are actually.
Yeah.
It was. I don't want to be next to that. I shouldn't be next to that. That's what I
That's
felt.
possible, yeah. Yeah, I can-
And it was really horrible because it was like, it felt like a prison for plants. It really did.
Well, that's probably what, because plants are supposed to be free and like everything else in the world, like, But maybe you're picking that up. You was picking that up.
But that was the first time
Like
I've
a
ever picked
Gaia
up
kind of
anything like that sort of thing. Even Hev said to me when we got aside, she went, "Did you feel that in there?" And I went, "What? Like that shouldn't be there?" And she went,
Sure.
"Totally."
Roy, what do you use for protection normally?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
I don't believe in evil entities.
Whispers,
I don't believe in.
whispers, crunches, and
I
twirls.
don't believe in attachments or anything like that. In the 40 years I've been working with spirit, I've never encountered anything less than good.
Like I have.
But my intent, and that's all. Everything else is ritual. Everything is ritual because we live in a 3D world. What counts is your intent. If your intent is pure and good, that's what matters. That's
Yeah.
what's in here. and
What
what's in
about
here.
your energy force? Because your light is out there, isn't it?
We've all got an aura. It's
And
what
it
it is.
attracts other stuff. Do you not?
No, I can honestly say I've never succumbed to a curse, never
So
had
you always
an
brought up
attachment,
differently.
never had
I would say that you're
evil
one of your
entity,
spirit.
never been victim of a psychic attack, Never.
That's because
My
that's
intent.
because one of your spirit guides is Chuck Norris.
My intent.
That's Bruce. No, he's still alive. He's Bruce
No,
Lee.
Chuck Norris ain't. Died about 8 years ago.
Who's Chuck Norris?
Chuck Norris is so hard, even the wallpaper falls off the walls when he walks in the room.
Yeah.
You've heard of Chuck Norris?
Bruce Lee.
I've heard of him. I don't know who he is.
He's harder than hard.
Yeah.
He's
Is that like closer than close?
If he walks into a room, there's a tap running. The tap will turn itself off.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. I know, I don't know him. Sorry.
If he walked past the car with a burst tyre, the tyre will inflate itself. That's how hard he is.
Right. Okay. Well, anyway, so Chuck is my chap then.
Yeah.
Chuck was my chap.
That's why you're not getting.
I just
No one's going near you.
Energy doesn't have good and evil. Energy just exists. And when we leave our bodies, that's all we are. We're energy. You don't have good and evil out in space, do you? You don't have.
But surely energy's
in
got
space.
rules to follow anyway, because there are.
Sorry.
Surely energy's got a rule to follow. There's got to be rules. If you think of a computer, it's
Quantum
got,
physics.
because of a computer's got a basic input and output system that gives it instructions. Switch
Yeah,
that on,
but
switch that on, switch that on.
Computer's been created by human beings.
But in essence, a plant has got a BIOS. It has to
So it's
see,
got no
germinate,
good
and then
and
grow. So
No
it's
good and
got
evil.
it's got a timeline. Like us, we grow in
But
certain
it's got
stages.
no bad and no good.
That's what I mean.
Everything
But there's gotta be-
in this world apart from us
There's got to be universal
has
rules.
no, we created duality.
Well, we can
Everything
create
else
us.
just is. No, but we create good and bad. We create this is good, this is evil. We decide that's bad, we decide that's good.
What I mean,
We did that, human beings. Animals don't do it, plants don't do it. There's nothing else on
biologically,
this earth that has a good and an evil.
when a seed, an egg is germinated inside a woman, whatever you want to call it, it has to grow and follow a certain stage. It splits into cells and cells and cells and grows. That's what I'm talking about. That's an instruction code. If you can understand what I'm saying,
Yeah.
there's a
But
set
that's
of
the
rules.
physical, not the ethereal.
There's a set of rules that has to be followed,
Yeah.
like in everything. The laws, of the universe, karma, whatever you want to call it.
No, it's the laws of this planet.
Well,
'Cause we don't know
there's
what's
got
on
to
other
be
planets.
there must
So-
be, logically speaking or thinking, there must be universal rules for everything that's living and energy, because energy just can't go like that.
But
It's got to
energy
be.
just exists.
So we've all got different.
We
views.
created.
We've
good
all
and
got
bad.
different views of this.
Oh yeah,
right?
no, evil. I'm not talking about evil, but I'm talking about there's still
But we were
got to be
talking
some
about
rules that.
protection, and I'm saying the reason I don't feel the need to wear something or do
Just don't feel
something
threatened.
is because I know for me
Yeah,
there is nothing out there that can do me any damage.
I totally agree with you on
There's
that.
nothing out there that has the desire to do me any damage, because once it gets out there, it is nothing but
Energy.
existing. Yeah, that's it.
Mm.
When we die, our soul will go back to source. It just exists. It doesn't go, oh, I'm bad, I'm good. It's nothing. We go through this process of judging ourselves and all the rest of it, and then.
I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about energy on a whole. Energy's
But
got,
that's what
as you
everything
say,
is,
quantum
energy.
physics. It's still got to have a set of rules for it to contain itself
Yeah.
and do its certain things.
Absolutely.
Like energy just can't stand there like a
physical-
fart,
the
like a fart in the
physical-
atmosphere. It just dissipates everywhere. It has to, like when.
But
And-
it's just got a negative and a positive, isn't it? You've got
Yeah, but
plus
there's
and
a
minus.
difference between negative and positive.
If you look on the electrical
And-
scale, yeah,
Good and evil. That's
magnetism.
not the same thing.
suppose magnetism. Suppose would have a positive and negative, or
Good and evil are subjective.
Balance.
Yeah,
but good and evil is man-made. I know that totally. I totally agree with you on that.
exactly. So there
No
is
one's born
nothing-
evil.
There is nothing out there that is evil.
No
There's
one's
nothing
born
out
evil.
there that's good either. It just is.
And I know that there's an energy, and anyone can tap into it and use it for good or bad.
Neil Hyde said, "Element 115, the alien fuel to create light speed."
Pardon?
Element 115, the alien fuel to create light speed.
Yeah, that was a source that isn't available on this planet. And Bob Lazar
Probably
spoke-
is. We just can't know about.
Well, Bob Lazar
Well, there's
spoke.
a lot that's available on this planet now that we
Yeah.
don't know about.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
Like they're actually going to bring back gold Mars bars as well.
Well, it's 7,000 patterns that ain't been released.
6,000, yeah,
Was it
band, yeah.
6,000? Even mid
Yeah.
beds and God knows what and all this,
Well, with the 115, Bob Lazar spoke about it 40 years ago before anyone knew it
I
existed.
like
and
it. Bizarre,
yeah, and then it was shown that it does exist,
Yeah.
but it's not available on this planet.
So it's not on the
They-
periodic table at the moment.
I think it's on the periodic
Is it?
table now.
Is it
I
now?
think.
Oh, right.
It's like when they
But,
say,
as I say, Bob Lazar spoke about it a long time.
Well, he
before
spoke
it
about
was-
a lot of things, didn't he? He
Yeah.
spoke about the energy and the alien tech, didn't he?
Wasn't he the one that's mentioned about the fact is that gravity doesn't
It
exist because
doesn't
anti-gravity
seem
devices are
fine,
not anti-gravity devices. They're what do I call them? They're matter
Antimatter.
matter distribution
Oh, sorry.
devices.
He didn't say that, no.
Or-
There's probably someone who did.
There's
He
something to do
didn't
with
see
magnetism.
stuff,
Basically,
he didn't
magnetism
see-
is actually what
Oh,
causes.
that was
gravity.
Stephen Greer done.
Oh, Greer.
Dr. Stephen Greer. Yeah, I know Tesla's done a
There's
lot
other-
of stuff as well, isn't it?
Mm.
And they nicked his
Adam?
work.
There's
Nikola Tesla. He was the man.
oh Tesla was yeah.
He was a bit
I mean,
ahead
Bob,
of the
Bob
rest.
Lazar created a bloody hydrogen powered car back in like 1980.
He was one that disappeared though, wasn't
No, Bob Lazar hasn't. No, there was another guy. Yeah,
he? Wasn't there a guy in like southern Texas like, and made a perpetual
Can't remember
engine out of a massive big oil drum and it run the whole town and apparently GEC come down, General Electric come down. 2 weeks later it vanished off the face of the earth. Ain't been
There was a
seen
guy
since.
who made a car that runs on water.
Yeah.
He disappeared. He
He
was on
vanished.
the line.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
I mean, just take the film Flubber. When he makes that car fly and he goes to Ford's to show it off. And you ever seen Flubber? That's a
Robin
direct
Williams.
insight to say,
No, no.
you make that technology and we'll get ready.
Well, they can't have us having stuff for free. Can
No, they can't.
No.
No.
Us useless
Fear
eaters.
it.
Fit the
Pay for
narrative,
it.
will it?
Us useless eaters, you know, we've got to own it.
Yeah. What was it? Oh, Klaus Schwab, you'll be happy and know nothing.
Yeah, you'll be happy and own nothing. Yeah.
You know. All right, you had nothing then. And so you.
It's like with electric
I own
cars.
chocolate.
I'm sorry, I've got to say this. I know YouTube ain't going to like it, but electric cars has to do with 15 minutes. End of. Because there's no way. I'm not being
Hang on,
funny.
who's not going to like it?
YouTube. They don't like
Oh,
it.
YouTube.
I
I
don't-
thought you said YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube ain't going to like it. No, I don't care what YouTube think.
Yeah, you're electric car.
When I was driving down on the A303 to Cornwall, it must have gone about 150 miles between electrical charging points. Most cars can't even do that. Literally, the services.
The
They have
newer
no electric
ones,
points.
the newer ones can do 250 on a charge.
Do you want to put on test that?
Yeah, my boss has got one.
I remember when.
Give that about 6 months when the batteries start
Oh, yeah.
deteriorating with the tolerances, and that'll make probably do about 105.
Like all cars, it's tested in very clinical conditions.
Yeah.
So
I remember
once it
with,
starts getting worn and torn about,
Yeah. I remember Top Gear was doing it, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Trying the free cars, electric cars, see how far they could go. One went up under about 230, didn't it?
Yeah.
Charge?
Was it?
Yeah, it was Clarkson, wasn't it?
I hate that man.
Yeah.
Emma Jo Emma Jo.
Hello,
Hi
Emma.
guys, hope you're
Emma.
well. Just tuned in.
Hello, Emma.
Emma.
Hope you're feeling well.
Yeah, God bless you, love.
Oh,
I
Emma!
recovered
Yeah.
very
Yes.
soon.
Hello, Emma!
Hi, Emma.
Is she out of hospital yet?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
back
good.
up.
That's good.
God bless you, love.
Hope you're feeling better, Emma.
Yeah. Yeah, look forward to see you up and about.
Barman.
Bar steward.
Really? Am I the cameraman and Skivvy now?
Yeah. General Dog's body.
General Dog's body. That's right.
No, he's
Egg cook and bottle
a very good host,
Bottle
isn't he? Not ghost, but very
Ghost? I'm not a
Good.
ghost.
Very good ghost. I mean, host.
Do I look like Patrick Swayze? I'm actually, I wouldn't mind being Patrick Swayze with Demi Moore, but there you go.
I was reading about him earlier today.
You was dreaming about Patrick Swayze?
No, I was reading about him.
Oh, sorry. I
You
was
know,
just dreaming about him.
Reading
That
about
man could
him.
dance.
And he could smoke as well.
In Ghost, I think that was a kind of.
He's my type of guy. He loved a cigarette, that guy.
Yeah, he did. Good smoke.
60 to 80 a day, was it?
Well, I don't know, but he's good smoke. Isn't he?
Do you have another one, Adam, or you alright?
Oh, I'm all right, thanks.
Well, you're off there.
And a bit in the middle.
No.
It's,
Yeah, so Emma's home now, is she? Oh, well done.
Get up, I'm eating them.
Really? Thanks, Hev. Barman's a bit slow tonight, yeah. Well, I've got to be standing up here reading the comments as well. They can't
Heather,
read
you're
it.
spot on.
Even your
If-
wife.
if you were here-
Paul's multitasking.
Don't start sticking up for other people.
Paul's
Women
multitasking.
stick together.
Women. Not the
Solidarity, sisters.
Yeah, you two, bloody picking on me.
Don't be such a pussy.
I'm not a pussy.
You're
I'm
strong.
a free man.
You're stronger than that.
You're not a number.
I'm a free man guided by a delectable woman that controls me.
You want it.
Number
Behind every great man is a greater woman
You
with...
know, that was a really good series.
That is, yeah.
And then the last few were rushed, weren't they? Because we spent the money and
I never actually. I only watched a couple of them.
Oh,
I've been to the set in Fwelly.
Did you see the one when it was filmed in Southend?
it was a bit patchy.
in a
Thank
Curzon?
you.
No, I didn't see that.
What?
This way.
Behind every great man, there's a woman rolling her eyes. Remember that?
Did you see the one when it was filmed in the Curzon?
I've seen the whole series. I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was in the Curzon with the old rides and that. In the Curzon.
Yeah, thanks,
yeah.
Seth. I know it's called multitasking.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's on that.
yeah.
I have been to the set in Fwelly.
Yeah, you said.
So.
You've had sat in a set welly, as you say.
Sorry,
Sorry, I was.
North Wales.
Yes,
It's a
well.
place called Fwelly.
I was pulling.
Welly.
I was pulling the blues roll off the roll, and I didn't hear what he said. I thought he said he sat in a wet welly or something.
No,
He
I'm not.
probably did do that.
Yeah, I've done that a lot.
Well, I know he's done that on his boat, but not, you know.
No,
And
he's been for a
he's
swim.
gone through the mud
He's been
to.
for a swim in his boat. Yeah.
In a submarine.
When the boats tried to abscond and run away. Quick! He ain't looking. Go! Go! Go!
Oh, bless him, he did
It's all a
It's
learning
been, it's
curve.
been unlucky. That's
He's a dictator.
And he lost his drone as well. Whoa, that
Yeah,
can't
that
infuriate you even more, can it?
I wonder if you can access that on the camera and see if the battery probably dead by now. But if you could, just if the battery was enough there to switch it back on and go, bang, and look at and see it look like that, and there's a seagull looking there going, ah.
Just-
Yeah,
There's a camera going, ah.
yeah. God, yeah. But you can't get the footage, innit?
Emma Joe's put, yeah, hello, yeah, doing better, thanks.
Hey.
Good. We're going to see up and about again.
Hope to see you soon.
Yeah.
Then Heather put, it's called multitasking. Dot 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 dot.
Oh, she's
It
done.
absolutely is.
She's
Emma.
done that.
When you're a
She's done
DJ, you're a master at it.
Yes,
Hold on, a DJ.
I'm
No.
rolling, I'm drinking, I'm reading comments, and I'm supplying you with drink.
that.
Not all at the same
I
time.
think you've done
No.
really well, mate. Honest.
Yeah.
Stop.
I mean, he's a good host. At least he gives you a bloody drink.
Oast.
Host,
You
I'm a
mean,
cockney, am I?
4 candles, got some O's for the gate.
Got O's.
O's?
What?
What?
Rip O's.
Pantyhose? What?
Got any O's? O's?
Oh?
Yeah, we've got some.
Got any
O's.
forks?
Got any
Got
forks?
any plugs?
Got 4 candles.
What are you talking about? Plugs? Bath plugs? Tap plugs? What are you talking about?
4 candles? No! 4 candles.
Candles.
Love that.
Oh dear.
I like the Blackberry one with Harry Enfield. Seen that one?
No.
Well, my son, he puts an orange, he puts a Blackberry on there. He says it's frozen. It's a Blackberry.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there and he goes, oh, let me see if I can launch it. And he puts an orange down. He goes, well, that Blackberry's on orange. Let's see if I can launch it through Windows. And he chucks it through. Brilliant. Ever looking for Harry Enfield and, oh, what sketch is it? A Blackberry sketch. It's brilliant. Because he gets hold of an egg box. He goes, look what's going on lately, but kids seem to be in these holding an Xbox. And it's got egg box, and on the back of it, it's got 360. And he goes, I don't know what's the matter with it, but kids love these days. Absolutely brilliant. You've got to watch it. Because you can see Ronnie Corbett trying not to laugh when they come up with the innuendo.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there going, it's just hilarious. You've got to watch it.
sorry. Oh, stop. You've got another leg.
I know.
But that's his war wound leg.
Don't. Yes, I just side-eyed you. Don't.
I'm not going to say Jake the Peg with his extra leg.
I'm Jake the Peg. The extra leg.
Why don't you just sing about tripods? Oh, she got that one, did she?
No, I don't know which one.
Oh, okay, all right.
I knew someone who had a dog with 3 legs and he was called Tripod.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bless.
Something quite now.
Yeah. Trying to think of jokes to go with stools and bar
Oh,
stools.
he does jokes.
Yes, that's the man there for Joe.
He's thinking of one as well, so am I.
I'll just sit on it with that one.
Yeah.
I can't think of you about stools.
No, I'm going on there. I was thinking of bar stools with 3 legs, and all I keep seeing is a little leprechaun sitting on this bar stool. About that high the bar stool is. Like the one with 3 legs. Like cowed udders on a bit
Oh,
of it.
yeah, I know.
You know the ones I mean?
Yeah.
And I remember seeing it as a kid. There was a cartoon, or one
He
of his
wasn't your
adverts.
imaginary friend then.
No, I never had an imaginary friend.
Oh, no.
I never had imaginary friends.
You might have had, you might have just forgotten.
Might just
I
imagine.
never have imaginary friends. I used to have people that should sit on my bed and just stare at me.
Well, that's not disturbing, is it?
No, because they didn't do
Well,
nothing or
it's,
say
yeah.
nothing.
What the hell is there?
It really
It's
freaks
going
out
through
if
my head,
someone
you know, you
mentions
said
Fred,
that Fred
mate.
Stone
Terrible
thing.
like that.
Even if it was someone I knew.
Was I'm a filthy farmer.
Yes.
Looking on about it and putting on the counter, it was my little milkmaid Mary. I said, how's she ill? I said, twice in the field, and the cow's not bad either as well, I suppose. You never get that on to fit, you know. Oh, well.
There was one lyric where the bloke that he just sings and sings, and every time he gets to a dirty
I'm a
word,
bigger than the red-nosed burglars.
yeah,
There used to be Doc Cox on That's Life.
I have a big one. His name is.
Oh, I remember that
Yeah.
slide.
I have a big
Oh, I
one. with
remember
my
a man
name
on that
written in
slide
my
playing a
book.
tune on a chair.
He done a
From
song
scratch.
called "I Farted."
And I just thought, how do you realise
That's
you can play a
original.
tune on a chair?
Mm.
Like, at what point do you realise that that's a skill of yours? Why did you pick the chair up and blow into it in the first place? You know, those tubular chairs that,
Yeah.
you know, stack up.
Making tunes.
I want to know who the first person that actually looked at a cow and thought, "I'm going to see what comes out of that." No, seriously, I'm being honest.
Well, I would
How
imagine
did
they
someone-
probably saw a calf drinking it and realised that's what babies do with their mothers, and should we try it as well?
What a fully grown man looking at it going, "I'm going to try
Why
it."
man? How do you know it wasn't a
How
woman?
did the others put up with
How
it?
do you know
No, no.
it wasn't a
Oh,
man?
the other one, Rudy. Come on.
How do you know it wasn't a man whose wife had died in childbirth? He had no milk because men tend not to have it, and so he thought, "Oh, let's see if we can feed it on cow's milk instead, or goat."
Okay.
Goat's
So he
milk.
looked at a cow and thought, "Those 8 things underneath there, I'm going to pull them to see what happens."
But you know what they're for.
And they tried one after the other.
Yeah.
Oh,
As I said, I'll pull the
That's
other
what
one.
I've just said that more or less.
oh.
Have you ever seen that clip with Woody Harrelson where he's running back a bucket of, and he goes, "I milked your cow." We've only got a ball, mate, and he's drinking it.
Uh.
You ever seen that clip? Brilliant.
That's grim. This is just terrible.
If you want to see grim,
No, I don't. I
watch
don't
The
love
Brothers
that.
Grimsby. As I
You
said,
told me.
watch it. That is grim. That is a very grim film. Funny, but grim.
Okay. All right.
I've just. So, anyone want to ask any more questions?
Yeah, because it's like, what's the time?
It's
Oh.
20 to 12. We've been on. You've been
Yeah.
online. Oh, 3 hours and 1 minute. You
Okay.
beat it by 1 minute last
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, so if anyone's got any other questions, because
A bit random, isn't it?
it's been very random, isn't it?
But that's how good lives go. If you could make it random and mention things, people give it a few minutes and see what happens.
Let's have a little kip.
No snoring. We've had that enough Saturday.
I know,
Yeah.
Jeff, yeah.
Because I've got loads of objects in there we can play a human buckaroo on. Because now Adam's told me that. The next time someone falls asleep, there's going to be human
Why is
buckaroo.
it got a bit, why have they got a bit of sleep? You can play it anyway.
Or even back row. Actually, I've done it when someone was away. Just hung out as many things we could have for someone until they just gave up.
Didn't we do that at
Oh,
party
it's Twiggy. That's it.
with Jake?
Oh, in the garden at Steve.
Yeah.
That was Ben.
No, it's Ben. We've
Sorry, that's
Ben.
right.
He was asleep. I kept
Mine,
putting cups on his head,
on the
didn't
way
he?
up. He was going,
Jake
I think go on, you ever go say no.
Benzing.
Benja.
Benja. Benja.
Yeah, it was a,
Oh, Benja.
Yeah.
Was that when he
Benja.
kept putting the cups on his head and
That's
everything
it,
like
yeah.
that?
Yeah,
Stuck in
yeah.
How many blocks?
And he didn't even know because he was asleep, wasn't he?
even.
How could you not feel someone sticking all this stuff on your head?
He was very, very tired.
yeah.
More like very intoxicated.
And maybe a little bit of
I-
that.
I adored Ben.
So just
Oh, Ben.
trying to keep a straight face and stack shit on
Yeah. Sticking bits on his head. He's like, what is it?
Helen P. Because I'm here for the first time, my
Hey.
question is, are you all mediums? I'm a large.
I'm an
joking,
extra. I'm an extra large.
No. Rudy and Gloria are mediums.
Happy mediums.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a medium in training, and I think Adam's more. What would you
I'm a bit
describe?
further down the line, I think, with the medium training, I think.
Yes.
So,
Damn
yeah.
right.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Well, I'm picking up more now, but
You was doing really well at
yeah,
the
that's what I mean. I'm
Smuggler's
yeah.
Cave, mate. You was.
Well, I'm the youngest, not in age, but in about 2 years in. I think you're more.
Yeah.
It's a newbie.
10 years, isn't
A
you?
newbie.
Yeah, I'm the
We
newbie.
say
2
so,
years in.
well,
You're
that's
about
the
10 years
difference,
in.
isn't it?
And I say
Which
Rudy
that
and
is
Gloria
a
have been
lot.
doing it
Well,
pretty much all their
I've,
life.
I've been
So you've
yeah
done that.
3 years into this.
Yeah.
But I found that the further I've got into this, my perceptions
Yeah.
have opened up exponentially.
Which it will do. Which
Yeah,
That's
so
because you want to,
yeah,
and you're allowed yourself to as well.
yeah,
I think it comes to belief as well, doesn't it?
But
The more
real
you
test
believe.
is if when you're in circle. That's the one.
That's what. Yeah.
Oh,
That makes a
Well,
difference.
my first real experience was when Gloria passed me her rings and said, "Tell me about like, some of those rings," and I was like, "Okay."
And you did get some stuff, yeah.
That what
But
helped
that's
me.
that's how circle works. So you just
Yeah.
keep doing exercises and working on
meditation.
yeah.
Yeah.
And also on your
Yeah.
presentation and how you deliver messages.
You get
And
some- you get-
absolutely taking
Do you know a
points.
funny
So
song
then
just
it's
come into my
something-
head? Do you remember Roy Castle and Record Breakers,
Yeah.
where it says dedication is what you need? Suddenly, when in my head is meditation,
That's what you need.
medication's what you need.
Actually, meditation is a very big
Yeah, it is.
part of it.
It is, yeah.
Very big.
Yeah.
It's becoming one with your energy, isn't it, and everything
And
around
your
you.
breathing as well.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't done that for a long time.
Don't meditate either.
And nor is it no. I mean, after a while, you think, sorry.
I just know.
You get a tune though, don't you? Because once you've done it once or twice, or maybe
The
10
things I
times,
don't
you get
even realise
tuned.
I'm doing it. I
you get
don't
tuned.
And I don't.
know I'm doing it.
Like me, I mean, I have a bit of JD, and all of a sudden I'm getting stuff, and I'm thinking, it shouldn't be like this. It should be
Yeah.
doing a meditation first, and you know.
Helen P. Okay, thanks for the answer. I'm from the Netherlands.
Hello.
Welcome to our little guy.
Well, welcome
And-
to the UK.
And do understand English, but have to listen very well about what you talk.
Okay.
Are we
Um,
speaking too quickly for you? I know I probably am.
Yeah, yeah,
I
Gloria
do
does do
speak
that.
at warp
Surf
speed.
on.
Yeah, Gloria does do that. But yeah, I mean, just to go over it, yeah, Gloria and Rudy have you've been mediums all your life.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah. Paul and I, we've both got our gifts, but
I just realised
yeah,
in the
we've
past
been
couple of years,
waking
haven't
up. Yeah, yeah. I suppose waking up, opening up would be a better description. We pick up on energies and emotions and yeah, and then now we're sort of being, as I found out with a cave went to, being shown stuff, as to what was going on in there. It's just things. It's like mental images that you
think
see and pick
One
up.
positive thing that we've noticed, I think we've all noticed it, since just under a year now, since we've all been together, our energies have all sort of like united in some way. We've bounced off each other in some way.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying it's like a link,
No,
but
that is the thing. I mean,
we bounce off each other.
Yeah.
We use each other's energies to
yeah, to
connect.
boost.
Yeah,
You know, to
kind of like when you get a,
It's when you put a bunch of batteries
Yeah.
together. It's just that.
you need 9 volts, you've only got one, but you need 4
yeah,
batteries to
you
make
sort
it
of
9
get
volts.
more
Yeah.
power to boost
Yeah.
that antenna up in, into the,
Plus, we put the world to rights when we have these nice little jolts with
Yes.
some alcoholic beverages and some snacks.
Well, that's not
Kindly
really-
donated by
snacks.
Gloria this time.
Yeah.
I am the snack donator.
You are the
Yeah.
snack
Bless
meister.
your heart. Bless your heart.
Snackinator.
The snack meister,
And you
yeah.
have eaten most of my donated snacks. So I'm not sure that donated is quite the right word. I just brought
So
them here
I'll
and
leave,
let
I'll
them
leave
in
my
front of
snacks till next time then, shall I?
me. Oh, what snacks did you have?
Oh, it's-
I'm waiting for you to bring some more.
Only these.
if I know you like them, I'll buy
Well,
them.
you opened them all up. No, go on.
Right, yeah, I think those will be for next time.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, I hope that answers. Hopefully that'll answer your question, Helen. And about what all our gifts are and everything.
I think it's Helen with a double L.
Helen, sorry, yeah, Helen.
Helen with a double L.
Helen
Hellen.
Right,
So I
gotcha.
hope that's the right way of pronouncing it, Helen or Helene.
Yes,
And where's she from, you say?
Netherlands.
Netherlands.
Good to have
That's
you
like
aboard.
tulips
Yeah.
and windmills.
Yes, it
and
is.
bikes.
It was Helen. Yeah. It's good to have you aboard, Helen.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, if you go to work in that field, it's getting your
Thank you very
perceptions
much.
open.
You've got to realise we're a little bit mad here as well, so.
I'm not.
Please.
I'm really sensible.
Yes, Gloria is sensible.
Yeah, I keep them all in check.
Ha ha ha, yes, beautiful flowers.
Mm.
They certainly are. Tulips from Amsterdam. Which
As long as you don't start singing that Tiptoe Through the Tulips, because that really creeps me out, that song.
Tiptoe through the tulips.
What's his name? Tiny Tim, wasn't it?
Oh.
It must have been a few
Through the tulips. Every time I hear that, all I can think is like something tragic's going to happen. Because there's something about that song I really don't like.
What, like stepping on a minefield or something?
No, it's just... It's really...
song.
The way he sings it and his look is really eerie.
I don't know who that is.
Tiny Tim, he's the bloke with the little...
I thought Tiny Tim was Bob Cratchit's son.
No.
No, he's going
I thought
back a
Tiny
bit,
Tim was
isn't
that
he?
bloke on Facebook who puts on the child's voice and phones people up.
What?
There are
I'm
completely
three
out
going
of
five.
Tiny
I'm five going three. Yeah, that's the one.
That's
Yeah.
it. It's hilarious.
It's brilliant.
yeah.
No, there was a guy that actually sung that song.
Yeah,
He
he's
died
going
shortly
back-
afterwards,
he's going back a bit.
and I'm sure his name's Tiny Tim
Before.
I'm
or
young
Tiny
enough.
something.
Before.
But he sung Tiptoe to the Tulips, and he's. You look at his face, and when he sings it, he's really. There's something not right about.
It is Tiny Tim.
Yeah, I told you, but it's
And
actually the end.
he looks a bit like someone from The Damned.
Yes, it's exactly what I mean.
I like The Damned.
Now, when you watch him, his eyes always roll in the back of his head, and it's really eerie. And I'm. Yeah, with a baby voice. That's right. That's the one. That's the guy.
Oh my god, I didn't. When I've heard that song, I thought it's a woman singing it.
No, it's a bloke. He's got a very high pitched voice, baby
Is he
voice.
extra? Was he?
But he died. But everything associated with that song has always been something negative.
He looks like one out of Mighty Bush, doesn't he?
Yeah, but he's got the hair and he's like in the blue suit and is it the blue suit in there?
No.
But he's done one with a blue suit and he's like this. He's like, I think his eyes are like that.
This is more like a tweed.
Like he's been on mushrooms all night. That's what he looks like.
Looks like transgender, doesn't it? This bloke?
Now do you see why I said it's creepy?
What? I
sounds
always thought it was a woman.
No, it's a bloke. But it's creepy, isn't it?
Creepy.
It really puts shivers
Someone's
up me.
put here, I can see how this song could be creepy, but if you listen to the lyrics, it's very romantic. Also, the voice control is beautiful.
The voice control.
Which is quite impressive.
Come to
Oh my god, people are saying it's beautiful. He died while he was singing it, apparently.
Yes, yeah.
While he was singing it.
Not the first time he sung it. He sung it for over a few years, but he done a live performance and he died. Same as Tommy Cooper, he died live on stage doing
Oh,
what he
that was
loved.
awful. Everyone thought he was just joking.
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
they?
But you see his face, he's like that. But he died how he wanted to go. He always said he wanted to die on stage. And he did.
Any other questions or any other points?
Anyone got any more questions for our mediums, please?
We're waiting patiently, aren't we? You're just getting drunker.
No, I'm not. I'm still sober.
It's not the Tiny Tim I know from England. He's still alive. Yeah, the Tiny Tim you're talking about is the one that does the voice of the little boy.
Yeah, Tiny Tim's Adventures. or
My
something.
mum's in bed asleep. I know. Can I join the police force? Because I'm five going. I'm six
yeah.
going three. I'm sorry, I'm three going six.
Is that the one that imitating the phone call?
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
phone?
he imitates a child face.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. He really is.
That's funny.
He's on TikTok most of the nights doing lives, and he rings up people, and it's brilliant.
It's funny watching him trying to keep a straight face himself when he says stuff.
I like the Mad Scotsman. You've seen him? It's a bloke from like
Isn't
Huddersfield.
that just Billy Connolly?
No, he's a bloke from Huddersfield. He's like, and he just walks in, and someone goes,
You're right, love.
and he goes in like, do you know what? Do you know what? He gives him like this wig and all that, a Scotsman's wig and with a hat on it and all that, and he goes, good iron brew, and he runs through the shops like trying to tear up the shop because the bloke ain't selling iron brew. It's hilarious. Just put the Mad Scotsman. You'll see what I mean.
Okay.
Seriously, trust me. Watch it. It's called the Mad Scotsman. You'll understand when you see it. You'll be giggling.
Okay. I'll do that. I'll just do that.
I'm not mad.
No,
I'm only mad on a
You're
Wednesday,
mad,
Thursday,
but
and
not
Friday.
for that reason.
Sunday and Monday, Tuesday, I have a day off. A week off.
You are mad when there's a Y in the day.
You have to take a day off.
I'm not mad, you know.
Oh, I'm not mad. It's just the way I look.
Why?
Like this.
Why?
No, I'm not mad.
You're mad.
Monday.
It's a wine.
Because tomorrow hasn't got a Y in it, so I'm not mad tomorrow, am I?
Tuesday.
Wednesday,
Thursday.
Tuesday.
Yeah, but
Saturday,
tomorrow hasn't got a Y in it, has it?
Yeah, we
No,
can
it
do
isn't.
that. Because tomorrow will become today and that will have a Y in it.
Yeah.
Do you feel spirits? This is from Helen again. Do you feel spirits from the people in the chat? If someone's
What you mean, do we have message?
if someone's talking to you, and you know, if someone was like saying, "Hi, I'm new to this channel," and so, would you be able to pick up someone who's coming through for them? If there was someone there to,
It does
Yeah,
happen.
but that's
It does
not
happen.
what we were here to do tonight. We're here to chat. So
We
it might to you because they come in all like
they
that.
like to follow you around, Rudy. So,
Yeah.
they like to follow you around. They like your humour.
Don't know about that, but yeah, we do sometimes. Yeah,
Yeah.
Get a connection with the person on the other end, as to say. But like Gloria says, we're not actually here for that today or this evening.
Yeah, she was
If
just
someone
asking.
asked,
She was just asking the question.
Yeah,
She wasn't
yeah,
asking for
we
a
do-
reading. She was just asking
We
for a
can
question.
get that.
Yeah.
I like to call it something like long range viewing or connection.
Yeah.
That's like a long distance phone, telephone call, basically.
Well, if you imagine that girl that we had here, the young girl, the one that drowned in the bath, when the only girl I could find with that details that she gave us was Connecticut, in America. If I remember you telling me, and that girl was.
It doesn't mean that was her though.
No,
I mean, how
but-
many kids have drowned?
I know, but the only one I could find with her details.
Pond.
No, I'm sure it's in the bath.
No,
You have to check the footage.
garden.
We'll have to check the footage, but the only one I could find that drowned
Oh.
in that sort of timeline, with that sort of age, wearing what she was wearing, going back, was from Connecticut. There's no one in this country.
I can't imagine why she'd be here.
There was none in the paper.
See, that's enough to tell me it
Well,
wasn't her. It'd be someone
I mean,
different.
we obviously picked that up, and it was obviously coming through. So
With her name as
that was
well.
quite
Em-
evident on that.
not
wasn't it?
Amy,
Yeah.
Emmy. That was her name on this.
And why she was here, I mean, she wasn't here. She was all right. She didn't need to be
Yeah,
rescued,
she was
did
just
she?
here looking.
She was just being
Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
ordered.
Well, that
the right
explains where
lights
she
in
come
the
from, then,
region.
doesn't it?
Yeah, the portal end of it. Yeah, she came through and she was interested.
Can
in
you
what
still
we
see
did.
it?
Huh?
Can you still see it?
No, it's gone.
I don't know if you know. About half an hour or about an hour ago, I stood there and visualised that there was
Shut
a
it off. didn't
there was
it?
a white light around it.
That's
Like
what I
you
meant.
said.
Shut it off.
So I just put a white light around this area here, covering the whole lot of it. So
That's what I
I don't know,
said,
that's what
yeah.
I was going to ask you. Can you still see
No,
it?
you shut off. That's what I'm saying. You shut it off. So
Because I stood here like that when you was talking, and I just put my head down and just imagined that there was a white,
no, you've
just
done
a
good
white
job.
light around it.
Done a good job there, mate.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I was.
So that does wonders because it's visualisation and
Mm.
do that. It's your place.
I don't know how long that's going to last, but
Oh, that's it'll last until it opens again, I suppose. Might come around next time and think, oh, it's open again.
as long as you don't see 7 little dwarfs come running out, they go, no,
Snow White. He's lazy. Don't be.
well, 6 of them.
6 of them might be happy.
Yeah, 6 of them, but
But
one's not happy.
One's not happy.
You beat me to it.
He's quick on the jokes, this one.
I caught Lee out yesterday. Showing about the plane.
Oh,
I thought this sounds like a Jethro joke, and I know exactly what one it is.
Yeah, about the cooker, yeah.
On his way down, he met a man coming up. Do you know anything about parachutes? No. Do you know anything about gas cookers? Oh, Jethro was another one.
Oh, I loved him.
He was a
The brick wall scene he done. Remember the sketch he done with the brick wall? Is it farmers? He's on a farm and the brick wall, and the bloke's moaning about his brick wall. That's a clip on YouTube. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
And I can sit and watch that over and over again. He says, oh, this wall, lad, is like. And he goes on about the dynamics of this wall.
Yeah.
And he says, the same as that wall over there, the same as that wall over there, but it's different to that one because that one's got one less slab in it. And it's just hilarious. And the bloke's sitting there going, it just looks lost that this bloke's mad. Yeah, Google that, Jethro, brick wall.
Mm.
It's like the old Tommy Cooper sketch with what's his name, with the light bulb, and he's sitting over the light bulb. And they're decorating the house. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Love that one. Love that scene. But old Lee mentioned it as well, didn't he? Peter O'Toole and Dudley Moore. Just love watching them.
Well, Derek and Clive.
Yeah, Derek and Clive.
Derek
They used to put the world to rights in on stupid.
Oh,
I
that's
love
so
it.
funny. Yeah.
Anyway, any more questions? One last question before we go. In 3 minutes.
Minuets.
Oh, that one's come through. Oh, not for now, Helen, but not for now.
Okay.
Thank you, Helen, anyway.
Yeah.
And God bless you.
Brilliant to see you, Helen.
And,
Thank you for joining
thank
our
you for
little
joining
live.
us.
Mm.
It's been a pleasure.
And we will do this again next month at some point.
Thank you all, she says. You're welcome.
You're
Very
welcome.
welcome, Helen.
God bless.
Right, we're gonna close this session, I think, and
You look really tired.
He does.
I am. I've had a
I
long
can see
day.
his eyes.
Oh,
I've had a long day. Yeah, thanks once again, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed this evening's conversations.
As random as they were.
Yeah, as I said at the start of this, we should have some footage of my Ghost Hunter Tours visit to Ramsgate Tunnels, and this is the second one in this time on the crew, and we get some great Estes content. So yeah, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Love and light. God bless you all. Thank
Good
you.
night.
No, no.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And